something not plugged in, maybe?
No. Fine. There we go. And we're just gonna cut in. So, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the GameArena newscast, the only place where you can find people shitting on Pikmin and Ubisoft at the same time.
It honestly feels like a week ago we did the September one.
I know, right? It's been... When did we do the September one?
In September?
No.
We didn't?
No, it should have been like late October.
The last time we hung out
Late
was
October.
Not late October.
Oh, mid.
Early October.
Oh, mid to early. Yeah, it was before we had Neil's birthday celebration.
Definitely, yeah.
So, doing the news, because that's the thing we do. But, unlike last month, there's not like a million different press conferences and, like, big old to-dos.
Yeah, because normally through E3 we would just have an E3 discussion, and then they decided in September they're just going to have E3.
E3 got moved.
So then they decided that was going to be just E3, so we couldn't really do anything. So I couldn't really do anything about that, because it's not like, okay, we could cover all of E3. They just announced, we're having this one, and then whatever, so... Not Pog. So...
Not Pog.
I'm here with the most sensational gamer in the world, Jack.
What did I do to earn that title?
Becoming the sensation in gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Known for my famous role, like, what game was I in?
Of being a sensation.
Yeah. Oh,
No. You're the sensation of gaming. It's like you're like you're like the panda in like Just Dance.
There's a panda in Just Dance.
Yeah.
Remember like the when they have like the thing at the Ubisoft conference and it's like panda.
Kyle, I assure you, the only interaction I've had with Just Dance was sniping it for E3 bingo.
That was funny. I don't know. You're like as known as Mario of gaming. Like you're like
Mario Jumpman Baby Cock Mario.
No, I thought he was just below average now.
Oh yeah, he was right. I forgot about the last arc. Mario below just average. Penis Mario. Yeah. Oh, okay. I get the analogy now.
Ow. So yeah, and we're here with Trails enthusiast Neil Coldsteel.
You know how like news channels will have like the tech corner, like they'll put some reporter off to the side to just report news they want them to report.
Yeah.
Neil's like our top in the field Kiseki researcher.
True.
How are you, fellow gamer?
How are you, Neil? How you doing?
Good.
He's vibing.
He's vibing. He's just like, thank God I don't have to play that game anymore.
Yeah, we just finished up
we just finished up a thing. That won't be out for like 4 months apparently. So, okay, no, wrong thing.
If you watch GameArena chronologically, you have to wait 5 months in advance.
Oh, sure.
To catch all references made.
There we go. Okay, so I just thought we'd go with something neat because first,
to the top man for the scoop.
So
The Legend of Heroes: Trails of Cold Steel IV.
So Neil, talk to us.
Report.
I don't know.
As the only person who's played this game because mine wouldn't download until you guys came over.
That's the problem though, because I don't want to like say anything because you haven't played it.
Is it good?
I mean, yeah, it's good.
So where are you?
I'm on like chapter 2 or act 1,
part 2,
basically.
Okay.
So really early, only about like 15 hours in or something. So I haven't really like. It's like what I can't. There's not much I can say. So.
Do you okay? So as of right now, the characters that you have seen and met and like have played with, do you like? First of all, do you like playing with the characters that you have right now?
I mean, yeah, but this is the characters we've been playing with since like Cold Steel 3, so.
Okay, and do you like?
I guess like what I can talk about some gameplay changes without spoiling anything.
Okay.
So-
Tell us about that. Yes.
I guess so one thing I know is, first of all, they nerfed Brave Orders hard.
Oof.
Then they nerfed I'm convinced they nerfed unbalancing in general. It just doesn't feel like it happens as often as it did in Cold Steel 3.
Because unbalancing, like,
That
pretty
shit
much
happens so much.
Well, but it, like, saves you, especially, like...
Well,
oh,
it's
wait, no, that's impede.
Yeah, I think of impede, yeah. Unbalancing is like when you get like the one more type thing, you know? But yeah, so what happens, right, is that
So I guess they're trying to make it harder since it's, like, the final one, I guess?
yeah,
I don't
they
know.
also nerf break in general. So when an enemy, because like in Cold Steel 3, when an enemy would get broken, let's say they're at the top of the AT bar, they'd go like to the bottom, and then you could just attack them forever. Like you up your speed and then attack them forever till they die. You can do that to the final boss, right? But in this game, it's like if an enemy at the top gets broken, they just get immediately unbroken, or maybe they'll go down like one space and one character will get to move and then they're unbroken. It's whatever. So
That's
like,
just not right.
it's completely just nerfed. There's no point in building a character that specializes in breaking the enemy because it doesn't last long
So
enough
Nina
to make.
becomes useless.
I don't want to say useless, but her whole gimmick is kind of like her main like thing that she was meant to be is.
Because I don't use her that much, but
Kind
you
of
told me, like, that's pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, kind of rough. Which I think break needed to be nerfed because I mean again, if you can do that if you can beat the final boss without taking any damage or at the most one hit, it's a problem. So it's probably for the best. But yeah, so I mean other than that, I still think it's fun. It's just less broken, which is probably.
Do you think, as so far, that this game adds more good to the characters? Like, do you like the characters more after playing it, or do you like
where
them?
I'm at? Nothing really has happened.
No.
Not really. I want to say like what type of things we've been doing, but I can't because you know.
No. What I mean is, like, is there like any sort of like, you know, is there any sort of like character stuff that like has happened that you're just like, okay, this is like neat and stuff?
I mean, yeah, I think yeah, there is.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't say it though, so it's like but yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else we could talk about?
Yeah, it doesn't involve spoilers. 'Cause I'm at a loss.
No, I don't want to know this. I was literally about to ask, have you seen Estella yet? And I'm just like, I don't want to know that answer.
Exactly.
Wait a second, why would I ask that? Am I stupid?
So it's like it's like I can't talk about like any aspect of the game because everything in this is spoilers. Everything you do is spoilers.
Should we at least talk about that I wasn't able to download this game until literally today?
Basically, anyone who bought the digital deluxe version was not able to download it. It's just that version of the game.
Can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
I hate Nice America, dude. I hate them. Who are the people that made 1 and 2?
Well, the ones who translate
those
and Sky.
I love Exceed. They did like such a good job with the port over, I feel. And
Why'd they switch?
Likely due to NIS America just has more capability. Like they have more money, they have more manpower, so they can get the games out and like do a better job. Because like one thing Exceed never did well was marketing. Their marketing presence was like non-existent. Like if Cold Steel released under Exceed, it would not have gotten the amount of eyes and attention that it did under NIS America, which leads just to better sales. So
do you think
better.
because of that Calvin might sell better when it comes out eventually, or Hajimari?
Yeah, I mean even the Cold Steel 3 and 4 have sold better than 1 and 2 in the West. I mean just in general. So
Okay.
yeah. Like because like marketing like Exceed just didn't have the means to do that kind of level of marketing that.
So because they have so much that like manpower that they could do, would it be possible for them to eventually be able to translate both Crossbell and the next game?
I mean it's not impossible, but don't expect them to come out like quickly.
As long as we got confirmation on both.
Because the way I see it is probably right now they're working on both Zero and Hajime at the same time. Likely, I don't know which one will come out first.
Probably Zero.
It could even be both of them, but I really doubt that. Unless they've been working on Zero for a long time, because like if they picked up Zero as soon as it came out in Japan, so that was like what? Earlier this year, right? Or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, so unless they did that, like there's no way. Like if they
What's Zero?
Zero
Crossbow.
that's the first
Oh, okay.
crossbow game. Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course Hajimaru is a bigger priority, so if Falcon was like pick one, they're gonna pick.
Yeah.
If Falcon would want them to pick, you take.
I don't think
Hajimaru.
Falcom's really gonna make them pick one.
No, yeah, they'd just be like,
think
please
that's fine.
translate this because that's what we want.
So far, what is the game? If you had to rate it.
If I had to rate it,
Yeah.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. The things that make it an 8 out of 10, like the two things that you mark it off for, you can't tell me.
Not really, because it's not like a story thing. It's more of like a structure thing. It's like a more overall like, you know what I mean? It's more about the entire package than it is about a specific scene. So it's like, it's still technically a spoiler. So I don't want to like.
So is it so I know this is acts, right? So is it because it's acts over chapters or no?
No, it's not. I wouldn't take your point out just because that doesn't have much to do with it.
Okay, what else? If you had to rank it as of right now amongst all of the Kiseki games that you've played, where would you put it?
He can't rank his shit.
No, he's ranked. We've talked about it before.
I would.
Oh, he has? Oh shit, never mind.
Right now, it's in the same area as like the 4 games. So it's like CS2, first, second chapter, like those in that area. I would say below. It's like above, probably above CS2, maybe. That's yeah. So like let's say like the bottom half. Let's say.
So it's
as of right now.
So it goes. Second chapter, first chapter, CS2, CS4?
No, CS2 is the bottom.
Oh.
Yeah.
CS2, CS4, second chapter, first chapter?
Probably.
Okay.
For now. But like I said, it's too early. Like, the story hasn't started yet. So it's not much. Literally nothing has happened. So. Like, no story, anything. Which I understand why. The reasoning may not be happy. Like, I don't know if people will be happy with the reasoning of why. I'm certainly not super down with it, but I'm like, whatever, fine. I'm just waiting for it to get to like when that's not the case anymore, but for now.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually.
For what it's worth though, I do still like the game. Like, because, like CS2 is probably one of my least favorite games, but I still love CS2. So.
It's the worst of Kiseki, is like the best of everything else.
Fair.
It still ranks higher above the rabble.
Yeah.
We good?
Who's next?
We good?
I think your mouse died.
Yep. Mouse?
Seems like it's back on.
Oh, is it back on? Cool. Okay.
Next on the docket.
Let's talk about something interesting. Let's talk about Rambo.
In Mortal Kombat.
Rambo is in Mortal Kombat.
I heard.
Let's just go to the comic book. Do they have something cool? Here. Rambo! I also just want to make sure, because this was fucking up before. Rambo! Rambo is in Mortal Kombat 11.
That he is. I've played Mortal Kombat 11. I like it. I can give my 2 cents about it.
You can give your 2 cents about Rambo.
Don't care about Rambo.
Sylvester Stallone? Rocky? You don't care about? I'm kidding. No, I don't really care either.
I don't care for the movie characters like RoboCop. I do not care for the only like 2. Well, I mean, I don't. It's not that I don't care about Spawn. He's like a famous like really like dark comic book character, so I don't know anything about him to get hyped about it. I think the Joker is cool, but honestly, he could not be in the game. I wouldn't care. It's just, because they make Injustice, so of course, why not sell that when it eventually comes out? But oh yeah, and they have the Terminator too. Like that's cool, but like people are like, oh, it's like all the movies from the 80s and 90s are fighting each other. It's like and just make that game.
Yeah,
that game would be kind of cool.
Yeah, like, just do that. But
would I get it? No. Would I get it when it's like $10? Probably.
Like Injustice 2, every DLC pack had like at least one character that was not DC, or it was, but it wasn't like the superheroes. Like the first pack had Sub-Zero because it's Mortal Kombat. That's the thing to do. And then the second pack had two of them. It had Hellboy, which is owned by DC, but it's not superheroes.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
He was cool. Yeah, he was pretty cool. He fit well. And then they had Raiden, which I didn't particularly like because they already got the Mortal Kombat rep, and the reason Sub-Zero was in is because they held a poll. Because when the first Injustice
but they
came
wanted
out,
Raiden. Yeah.
Sub-Zero won the poll, and then you think, all right, well then Raiden probably got second. He got third. Johnny Cage got second. The only reason Scorpion didn't get second is because he won the first poll.
Aren't those all like Mortal Kombat characters though? It's
What?
like Sub-Zero, Johnny Cage. They're all in like older games, right?
Well, it was for Injustice.
Oh,
For the guest character, and then the third pack had the Ninja Turtles. And it's like, yeah, that was the last character.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's a great show. That's a good show though.
And then I don't know. I've never cared for the outside reps. Like, obviously, when it was like a Mortal Kombat character in Injustice, I like. But even in Mortal Kombat itself, I don't like. Mortal Kombat 10 had horror movie characters. Like they had Leatherface, the alien from Aliens. They had Freddy in Mortal Kombat 9. Like those are cool, but I feel like Mortal Kombat DLC, it doesn't live by its own characters. Like I don't think they have enough faith in their own characters to sell DLC, which is ironic because they had enough faith in them to sell a full game.
So does that mean that we should transition into another game that has DLC?
Sure.
That people don't think that their own characters could sell?
Sure.
I think you guys know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
I don't either.
They nerfed him so hard.
They did.
So
let's talk about Smash Breaks Twitter. So we have a few things to talk about with Smash. It's kind of more like it's entwined with each other.
Twitter crashed.
So Twitter crashed at the reveal of this. Hold up. I will just leave this here.
Steve rocks the ball. I played him. I tainted my hands. I sinned.
You played with him?
Yeah.
The sinner.
Does Miranda have the pass?
No, her sister does, and I just played on her Switch.
Oh, I tainted myself too. I played it on Saturday.
I'm happy to inform you. I have never. Well, that's a lie. That's a lie. This is tied for my least favorite DLC character. Putting on blinders just as playing. I think it's lame. I think it's a lame character. Him and Min, I think, are some of the lamest characters to play as. I hate him. I don't like him. Not that I hate him, but I'm done having strong emotions towards this game. It's just, if they're going to do this to me, I'm just not going to care. But it's just, he's not fun. He's not really complex to me.
I don't like... I like everything that isn't the gliding mechanic about him. And I think the gliding mechanic ruins him.
Well, I mean, I think that only, helps him, though.
Yeah, well, how would that ruin it?
Well, I just don't like using it, because, there are, moments of, when you're flying, and then, you're trying to go, one way, and then it will just end up, putting you down by the screen.
Right.
And then the minecart acts like Bowser Jr.'s, and I'm just like...
The minecart's the only part of him I like, honestly.
No, but, the thing is, I already have a problem with how Bowser Jr.'s cart works in this game, or how Wario's bike works, because they used to just, turn around instead of go off the stage, which basically really nerfs them.
I didn't know Bowser Jr.'s turned around.
In 4, yeah.
Oh.
Interesting.
They both
Wario's did.
No, both in 4, yeah. They, nerfed that completely for whatever reason. They're not even that broken. They're not even that... Well, Wario's good. I guess.
Yeah.
Wario's good, but Bowser Jr. needs that to make him, really good.
Yeah.
And I think that, Steve could have used that as well. And...
I don't know. Underwhelming character in my eyes. I just don't like him. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why he's underwhelming.
I just think it's the pre-notion that
I
we
think you
also have.
Yeah, I think you can like a character and then feel underwhelmed. Like I felt that way about Joker. It's really hyped for him, and then I played it and I'm like, no.
It's cool, but what else is there to him but normal attacks and then
it's literally just Sheik.
Weird counter. Yeah.
And I'm like, this is not fun. I could play Sheik. He's already in the game.
Turns out that millions of people tweeting, "Thank God it's not Crash," will break Twitter. That's not true.
Yeah. No
I
one
don't know
said
who
thank
Tom-
God it's not Crash.
Yeah, people.
I think he's just being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Sakurai, Minecraft, Steve is in Smash.
It's
The
weird.
Twitter servers. Oh, I love you, Twitter. Alright, and anyways.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
What?
Neil said I don't.
That's funny. I don't like that. Okay,
Fucking hate Twitter.
Steve's Meats. I didn't look up Steve's Meats. I
Yes,
looked
you
up
did.
Steve's Meat.
You actually did do Steve's Meat. Well, it autofilled me.
I would be careful with Googling that.
There we go.
That's-
Steve's Meat.
Yeah, it's not there
It got
anymore.
removed.
As it should have been, but like.
That's
they
so.
really-
It's unbelievable
As it should have
that
been.
this went through.
That's fucking funny. That's
but
like
no,
the
it's
only
funny.
reason to
It's
buy him.
Here's the thing. I think it's funny that it was there and it's now gone. 'Cause
They
they saw
acknowledged it.
Yeah, exactly. They had to
They
acknowledge.
had to say that it was. That it looked like he was holding his.
Yeah.
It is true. How did this go past?
Seriously.
Like quality assurance.
They must
Is there
not like
is there
looking at
a
him.
quality assurance during the pandemic? Like
Yeah.
Well, otherwise he wouldn't have come out. He'd
It's
be
not
garbage.
as like easy to do it, but there's still a QA.
wait, what did you say before I said that?
I'm saying like there's no way anything would come out if there was no quality
No,
assurance.
before
Everything-
that.
I forget what. I was just joking that his dick is out.
Oh, yeah, that.
Oh, I know what I'm saying. I was saying they probably didn't want to look at him, so they just rushed it. They're like, hey, he plays nice. He plays nice.
Well, I mean, we said it like in our talk about it that like it seemed as if Sakurai very heavily thought this shouldn't have been a character,
But, I
and
mean,
then
he still put a shit ton of work in this. Like,
and he put as much love into it.
I would even say like more. Like no character has this
Out of all
much
the
going
DLC
on.
characters, this character got the most work.
Seriously, like I wish some of the other characters got some cool.
Can
shit like
I just say, if the accursed one gets into Smash and it gets more love than this, I might actually just uninstall the game.
'Cause I'm just saying, like, this might be a controversial opinion, but like Smash Ultimate's like DLC has been just not even just as from a character perspective, from a gameplay perspective, has been very underwhelming. Like, I don't think any of the characters are all that unique. Like they don't do enough. This is the only one who when I thought, wait, holy shit, they like this is a DLC character.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, but it's him. So it's like it doesn't matter. But like
If we get what we got with him with the rest of
With
the
any of
characters,
them.
which I highly doubt,
no.
especially if the character we're gonna talk about that might have been
Kinda sad.
leaked by their own fucking company is in, there's no way it gets as much love as this.
That's just my opinion. That's just how I felt like having
I
DLC
agree
characters.
with you. I feel like they had gimmicks more than anything.
And it's like,
And I
even-
feel
even
like
their
that's what
gimmicks
he was
weren't usually
focusing
that
on.
Unique. Like they just felt like, you know, like we have to have
Byleth didn't
something.
even have a gimmick.
Yeah.
Byleth just hit hard.
Exactly. Which that's
He uses different
Violet
weapons.
had a weapons
Yeah,
change,
but, like, that
okay,
doesn't-
Monster Hunter.
Yeah, but
Like,
he
they
didn't
don't
even
really
change
change-
weapons.
yeah, they don't
they were
change.
just like, he would just use something different. It'd be
Yeah.
something like,
For-
if you
for-
equip the
depending on the
sword,
move.
his smash attacks are a little weaker, but they come out faster.
Or
Like, oh, if
something.
you use
Like,
the
it's
spear...
kinda like more like Min Min.
Yeah.
You know, at least that's like something. But
I
like,
forgot she did that. But also, as a little hot take I have here, is that Smash fans are sheeple. Even... Because I was watching the Alpharad video, and he said it's been a few months now. Can we all admit Min Min was the most boring character ever? I'm like, yeah, but I didn't remember you guys saying that when she came out. You were all singing it. Because you know why? It's because the reveal trailer was good. And also it's
the
because
trailer
it
was
was
so
the
good.
coronavirus, and
Yeah.
we wanted something to play.
Yeah.
Honestly, we should just say what you feel about the
Yeah.
character, man. You don't have to show it. I know you can't. The fandom would literally eat you alive if you complain about a character.
especially if you're like a big influencer or whatever. Like,
You're not allowed to complain.
No, because if you did, then people are just gonna be like, oh, well,
The hater.
No, there
clout
were people
chaser.
that were shitting on Steve, and people were fine with it.
Yeah, but it's Steve. Like, if you did that to Min
Yeah,
Min,
that's
it'd
not-
be
yeah.
like, oh, hater, you just hate arms, or she had a good trail.
No,
she's
wait, hold
cool."
on. Can I just say something? No one likes arms.
No one does. Not even the guy who makes arms, I bet you, likes it.
Okay, the thing about ARMS is it has potential because it has the music. The characters
I don't
were
think
cool.
it does.
The music
the
is
main
so
theme is godlike.
good.
Other than that,
Yeah, but
Sorry.
that's the reason to start a band, not a game.
The characters looked pretty good, and like the only problem is that it's a boxing game with a unique mechanic. And
Wii boxing was more interesting.
Wii boxing was more interesting. Boss Matt was everything.
So yeah.
So let's talk about another DLC character that might happen.
I genuinely this is one of those series that falls right in the middle of I talk about it because I very much hate it and talk about it because I very much love it. Falls right into the I don't talk about it because I just don't care.
Same. I don't give a shit about Crash Bandicoot.
Ninja.
Where is our lovely... Okay, cool. So, okay. Do they not have, like, the actual list?
So what's the smoking gun behind this? Because I feel like you could just do this with any character.
Okay, so there was a 5-year plan that surfaced under a thing, and it was the future of Crash Bandicoot, and it had like, why is Tim? I don't want to see Tim the Tap Man. Why are you here? I don't get this. Okay. So essentially, what happened was there was a list that leaked out that had like 6 games for 5 years of Crash that ended up being like. Insane Trilogy on Switch, Nitro Fueled, which is the racing game.
Yep.
Crash 4.
It's about time.
A couple of other things, and then it said Crash for Smash in 2021. And this was leaked, and so this was a list that came out a couple of years ago, and so far everything that's happened, and that was before this was announced. Yeah. Is it easy to say it? Sure. But is it easy to have... I'm pretty sure it had It's About Time on the list. So...
But I mean, you said there were a couple other things that haven't happened yet, right?
No. I said everything else has happened. From that list, it's been a couple of years.
It's strange to get the deal for Smash in, like, 2016 and go, but... You're gonna be DLC in 2020. In like 5 years from now, you'll be the DLC
because the Ultimate
character.
wasn't even a thing for 2 more years.
Can we just look at that one?
3 is not enough. At least who Kaplan? Who the fuck's Kaplan?
So that's the guy that makes Minecraft. That's the guy that works on Minecraft. They were talking about it for 5 years.
He was literally one of the.
So this essentially means any character that has ever been heard in talks about Smash, and then it was like heavily like rumored or leaked, could actually happen. So it gives a lot of credence to Crash, who was very heavily heard around the time of Terry, and same with Ryu Hayabusa. So those characters are probably happening this pass.
I doubt it. I just doubt every character, even the ones I want. Just doubt them because honestly, man, the fucking.
Yeah, like I don't think like. Yeah.
Just figure it out.
Then again, like, almost all the leaks have been true. Maybe not at the moment, but like, because Minecraft's been a thing since the beginning, and then it actually happened.
Honestly, I'm this close to making a Faustian deal with the devil, with HMK himself. I'm willing to have Sora in the game if Steve wasn't.
I agree.
I'm willing to see that man achieve his dream.
I genuinely
and
agree.
get Sora, and have that taint Smash. I'd rather lose a finger than an arm. Put it that way. I feel like if someone says if you'd rather lose your hand or your arm, you should just say, well, the hand. It's the same thing. Just less meat.
I'm trying to find it.
Do you know the human body is just really a Gundam for your brain?
It's true. That is true.
Except we can't do a cool thing where like we detach our arms when it's in like danger and then just put a new one on.
Or sleep like this and then come out and be like, and then have you can't do anything.
It is a staple of all mecha shows. Your character has they have to sit like you can't not a wheel.
So future Kyle, if you can do it, it would be lovely. if you can load up a picture or pictures of the screenshots that you took of the Resetero messages. Aw, Yo-Yo, Guardian of the Stairs. Okay. So, I'll just load this in instead. This is the last thing that we need to talk about. So, I'll just load up this picture. So, essentially what happened over the... which was a great segue, by the way, because you mentioned Sora.
Yeah.
This character essentially also on Resetera. So Resetera is a forum for news people and insiders of like the business, right?
Mm-hmm.
So someone essentially said Disney wanted so much money to have Sora in Smash that Nintendo said no. We can't do it.
Real quick, what a lineup on that one picture.
Which one?
Goku, Lin, Sora,
a bunch of characters for some reason.
Oh, those are from the Wario game, and then...
Wait, why is it
Why are they
actually
all-
Phoenix and Toad?
Wait, and then
saying,
go to the
right?
next one, and then the next two characters are Shovel Knight and Chibi,
Chibi-Robo.
and then Elma.
And Springman.
And Spring... What a fucking roster. Holy shit.
This one's a roster right here, I'll tell you that
Yeah,
much.
I know, but like this is the kind of shit I expect. This one's fucking hitting the dartboard all over the place.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So,
Conquer next to Sora is cursed.
that is cursed. So, essentially, yeah, that's what happened, and, so yeah, like, admins check, like, if you, like, try to sign up for it, and you're not, like, a part of the news, like, no, you're not getting in to forums, and you're not, like, bullshitting leaks or whatnot.
Right.
So, HMK's not getting it. There was no way it was gonna happen. I've been saying for months, so, like, it's gonna cost them an arm and a leg because Disney would rather buy Nintendo than put Sora in Smash.
Honestly. Fucking...
Because they're greedy fucks at the end of the day. We all know that.
Hey, if Steve's in Smash, at least I know Sora can never.
You say that next character.
You know, I literally...
It's one of the other...
Unless someone's leak baiting an insider...
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean...
I highly doubt it because...
Yeah, I hope you're right, but...
But when it comes to this stuff, has there been?
We still have 4 more characters.
There hasn't really...
4 more?
Was there?
We had to wait a whole summer just to get the second one?
And it was Steve from Minecraft.
Yeah.
So...
God damn, what is spring gonna bring? Oh no.
Spring, you mean winter.
Something you hate that, you know...
We had to wait July... August.
If I had to take...
August, we had to wait 3 months. Yeah, winter. February.
Anyways, at least you now know that Sora will probably not be in. It's like a 90% chance. I'd say there's like a 10% this is just leak bait, and he is our last DLC character, but... Nah, I think that goes to someone else. But if I had to take a guess, our next character is just going to be revealed as Crash at the Game Awards. I don't even know how they're going to do them this year. And honestly, I just want Nick to fall asleep. Like, that's all I want. It was the funniest thing ever. Him falling asleep. So let me go to...
I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never been happier to not have a DLC pass. Because, man, I would have been shooting myself in the foot if I spent $20 for that.
30.
30? It's $30.
$30, yeah.
Could you an extra character? Yeah.
No, thank you.
Because I think the pass, they're $5 a character. And then separately, they're like $6.
Let's just go with some very quick ones. These are going to be very quick things, so I just want to get a picture of Doom Eternal Fridge. Because I think that's cool. Here's a dude playing Doom Eternal on his fridge.
Oh, that's great. When my laptop was messing up, I was like, I'm just gonna go buy a smart fridge and like do my Zoom sessions on there. Be like, don't open the fridge, I'm in class right now. That's
there
amazing.
it is. There it is.
When
Isn't
your
that
TV
fun?
breaks, just go on the smart fridge. Whose idea was it? Let me tweet from my fridge because I won't have my phone in my hand or pocket.
Like, what does Twitter say?
And-
Like Twitter on my
Yes,
fridge.
it's smart fridge. Did you see it was someone was like, y'all are broke bitches, and it was like tweeted from like iPhone XR when it first came out. And then the top retweet was amateurs and it's tweeted from Smart Toilet.
I'll just leave this picture. Another really quick thing we can talk about is Congresswoman AOC. I don't actually know her full name. Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez and Ilhan Omar streamed Among Us, and this is the picture from it. I guess she had over 400,000 people watching.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Big streams.
That's crazy.
Insane. And like
that's a lot. Like I was expecting maybe.
So you had, and then you also had people that streamed with her.
Yeah.
And then you had the people that were watching the stream while streaming themselves.
I would have loved
Crazy,
it if they were like, hey, Congresswoman, do you think it's red, isn't it? She'd be like, no, Maggie's. I would have died if she started saying shit like that.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Did she say sus? Did those words?
She might have. I didn't particularly watch it myself. I was keeping a track on it like all night, but I wasn't watching it myself.
If she shorthands things like comms or like.
Let's see. Are we halfway?
There, we're looking good.
Let's
Neil,
just...
did you see the TGS anime video for the Mayakashis?
We'll talk about that.
I didn't watch it. No.
Oh, I didn't realize all like the normal monsters are the Mayakashis in the extra deck.
Really?
They are.
Wait, what?
That's so
Your
cool. I didn't
being
know
like
that.
Hajun is like Tengu, the winged Mayakashi, and Daki is Yoko, and then
Daki is Yoko?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're correlated by attribute. She also in her art you
Mhm.
can see some ethereal Ninetales.
Yeah.
And then you don't run all the like human forms, but
Yeah.
like the skull dude is a normal dude. It's like the lore is during the day they're just people and they just hide out.
So cool.
Or Yuki, the little ice girl, turns into the Link monster and she's like the villain or like the big boss.
Cause she's like kind of the villain, cause like she
cause
like the Shiranuis and then they become friends and she's like fuck you and whatever.
It even dropped a little more lore about like how the Shiranuis work.
Yeah.
Like who Sun Saga is. It's a spectral sword fusing with Shiranui Samurai.
Have you seen the Shiranui one? Cause he did one.
I did, but I was in the car, so I like half.
Gotcha. Cause they're like they go together.
Yeah,
it's
they
really
fight.
great.
Let's get time.
It's also, yeah, you go. We'll talk about it later.
So this happened.
Yeah, I thought about getting an Xbox because of that.
Sony will let PS5 owners record their voice chats and snitch on fellow players.
It's kind of funny that they like let you do that.
So if you say the N-word...
Well, I mean, granted, if you're being racist, you should get punished. But
right. I mean, I don't really...
No, I meant like...
I wouldn't be partaking in this anyway.
That's why I'm like, should I really care?
Yeah.
But I'm also like, that's kind of...
Because I don't use voice chat anyway.
Yeah, sure. I like Wookiee.
And if I ever did, it'd be with my friends, so...
That's true. What does it matter?
Yeah.
Hey, I recorded it when
you
shit. Stuttered 8 times.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't care.
They killed Peter Parker. I won't get this PS5 version. I think it looks so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got Spider-Man 2?
If he looks like that...
He probably will.
Yeah, he will. I mean, I don't know, man. I truly... I dislike the redesign.
Because you really liked,
Well, it's not that I really liked it. It's just he doesn't look like a 24-year-old.
No, I mean, like, you really liked the game.
Yeah, I did. Maybe I'll get the sequel.
So notice how he looks a lot like Tom Holland. Like he looks a lot more like Tom Holland over anything.
Yeah, he does. I see it. But I mean, go to see the picture the other time. Go to the one above.
He looks so much like Tom Holland.
Yeah, look.
Like, dude, the left is so much better. It's so much better.
He doesn't even have any negative facial feature.
Seriously,
on the right
so
hand.
I don't
You
like.
can see the wrinkles on the forehead.
Mhm.
He's supposed to be a tired kid. Or
He's not a kid yet.
Yeah, he's not a kid.
Yeah.
According to them, he is.
So
How
for
old is he in this game?
24.
he's supposed to be 24, yeah. So for
He was on
me,
the job. So
I don't like
years.
I don't like the art style of the characters in general for Spider-Man.
I mean, I think it's. I mean,
However, he looks out of place because of how the other characters look.
I have a hot take. I would argue this game's characters did not have an art style until until they redesigned Peter, because they just looked like graphics that are supposed to look like normal people. You know, that like just before you get to the it doesn't look right of the uncanny valley, you're like, yeah, that's what a PS4 would make a person look like. But then this happens, and then you see him next to like Doc Ock and Miles.
I keep clicking the spacebar because that's like how I confirm like what we've talked about so far in here. We don't have a lot left actually.
Yeah.
So
I'm not a fan of the redesign. I think it was a lot of wasted work.
Yeah.
me too.
Didn't need to. I don't think anyone was complaining.
Yeah.
Granted, you wear the suit most of the time, but
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's not why.
overall, I just hope for Spider-Man 2, maybe we get the old one back, or
I feel like
maybe
they
everybody just looks weird like him in the new one. Who knows?
I doubt it.
can only get worse from here.
Can only
Essentially,
get worse. Yeah.
It's all downhill from here,
because now they've committed.
like Yamcha. Here's another quick one we could talk about,
Oh yeah.
just to get it out of the way.
Yeah. Got delayed.
Again!
I'm not shocked.
Yeah, I don't think anyone.
Here we go.
At least
Delayed
it's not that
21 days.
At least it's not like a year. or
Oh, no,
something.
wrong one.
Oh,
Here we
well.
go, December 10th.
That's when it's coming out now.
It's coming out on December 10th. Oddly enough, the day of the Game Awards.
This game better be like.
What does this game play like? I know it's first person.
Futuristic,
Yes.
Future.
no,
The
hold on.
Future.
futuristic, Witcher? In first person?
Then it's not The Witcher. The Witcher's a third-person action game. You can't call it The Witcher.
No, but like...
No, I
don't
think
know
we
what
should
to
just
call
wait
it.
till December 10th.
I don't want to see
Watch
anything
some
of the game.
gameplay. And then-
Honestly, I don't trust any trailer because I'm like, the game's just gonna get delayed and then this isn't gonna be in it anymore.
That's what I'm saying. Wait until the game comes
The
out.
last trailer I watched for this game was the Keanu Reeves reveal,
I
and
think-
it wasn't.
We
by
watched it
choice.
together!
We
Like,
did.
honestly, if you ask me,
You're
I think-
breathtaking! No, you're breathtaking!
breathtaking.
You're all breathtaking!
We watched history in the moment.
We did. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna see what it is like.
I'm gonna be honest, man.
I might regret my decision.
I'm not gonna spend $60. I don't have the storage for this game.
It's gonna be like over 100 easily.
Yeah.
I also don't trust that the make your own dick thing is going to be that actually immersive, because I was going to spend like a long time on like everything. I was going to give him the most deranged
Every
thing ever.
pixel of dick.
Every hair matters.
So, like,
I
well,
think-
my thing is that...
I am creating man in my image.
So, like, the thing that I know is that, like, you, as controversial as this is, like, I know you weren't a fan of Witcher when you played it.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to get into it. It seemed like it had good lore. I'm also...
You might be into the Netflix series with Henry Cavill then.
I
I heard it's
wanted
really
to
not
watch
that
it.
good though.
The Netflix
I heard it was good.
Yeah, I heard people liked it.
Well,
Well, I mean, there
It
were
has
a
the
couple
funny
of things that I've heard, like, some people didn't like it, but the majority liked it, from what I heard.
Did you know Henry Cavill built a gaming PC?
Really?
Yeah.
So
He's a
yeah.
gamer.
I was so, like, and I am, like, I liked Witcher, so, I mean, like, I want to get this. I was planning on getting this even before the Keanu Reeves trailer. I want to get it. I want to try it. Maybe I won't like it. Maybe I will. At the end of the day, my game of the year will be Lovely Ghost Tsushima, but I don't know how this game would be able to top that. So,
I only want it because of Keanu.
and no offense to our Lovely Trails series.
why would I take offense to that?
I think that this will be my game of the year over Cold Steel 4. Or like not this, but Ghost Tsushima, because that game is.
I hope people are ready to not see anything from CD Projekt Red after this game's DLC for 10 fucking years.
True.
I think this game should be delayed to 2077. I think that's just fitting.
It really is.
That'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Or in 2077, they make Cyberpunk 2020.
That'd That'd be funny. I would love that.
Let's go back in time.
Let's go back in time. Use a coronavirus simulator. Oh, that's gonna be a game on the.
Like, from 20.
So
Okay.
originally, I was gonna talk about Pikmin. I mean, there were probably reviews out there.
To talk? Oh, right.
Is it out?
It's out in 2 days.
Oh.
You could probably bring up stuff and whatever. At the end of the day, we don't play Pikmin. We don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, there actually is a way to look up the reviews for, or just look up anything.
it's on
about, yeah, no,
Metacritic.
it's called Look Up Pikmin 3.
That's true.
No, I know.
Just the
But like,
Wii U
it
version.
doesn't review the new content.
That's true. Yeah.
There's new content.
Yeah, 'cause I think there's like a new
So
prologue
there's
or
a
something.
prologue. There's an epilogue that has
Yeah.
like Olimar and Louie.
Yeah.
I have Pikmin 3 and I've played
really?
it. Yeah.
Do you like it?
It's not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
It's a good game. It's just I don't like RTSs.
Yeah, that's kind of like how I feel about it. It looks fun. It's just not for me.
I watched Chugga Conroy's whole playthrough of it. Loved watching it. It was a very fun game to watch, but
Yeah.
I it's a little bit of a take here. I don't think it's hot, but I think it's a bad game to get into because it's managing 3 different characters, and I found myself like only playing with 1 or 2.
Right.
And the way to optimally play that game is to like
That's true. But
just send your one character here, plays this one, have this one automated task. I don't know. I feel like Pikmin 2 would probably be the better one because you can
Yeah.
jump in with better mechanics. That one has 2 characters, so you have to kind of juggle that. But
I guess I did 3 because it's the most refined, I suppose.
yeah, true.
But I don't know.
I'm just
And
I don't
also
know.
it's on
It's
the
not
Wii U.
it's not for me. I mean, it's on the Wii U. I mean,
It's probably an easier port.
Well, much
Less
easier than like a GameCube one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. It's
I
just
mean, they had
a
to
little
like
thing.
put in their native like emulator just to run GameCube games. So,
Yeah.
wow, we are really down to the wire. Let's talk about what we saw earlier today, all of us together.
Oh yeah.
Probably the best one out of all of them, God.
Yeah. This was a normal Nintendo Direct that they, like I said before, last minute realized, oh fuck, they were all from partners. Well, I'll just call it a partner showcase.
Like, dude.
Although I guess that was from
EverQuest?
HAL Studios. I don't even
When was the
know.
last time you heard of someone playing EverQuest?
Well, real quick, for 2077, like, that game has to be good. If
Oh, if
people
it
waited-
flops,
oh my
they're
god.
done.
Like, I think it'll sell just because people are the hype of it, like, I have to have this game. But, like, if people don't like it,
They're in trouble.
Mhm.
There was
Yeah,
a tweet. It was like it was the reveal trailer. And they're like, I was 12 when this came out. They're like, I'm 20 now.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
The
Is that
game-
old?
it's been like this whole decade. It's been
Jeez.
like working up.
So, Witcher 3, I believe, came out on the
2050.
360 and PS4?
to Xbox One and PS4.
Did it?
Yeah, it did. It was not. It was not
Oh,
7th
no.
gen. It was an 8th gen game. It was.
Whatever.
I remember seeing it was back when video games were commercials still on TV. I used to see it all the time.
That's interesting.
It in Fallout 4 that whole year.
Is the PS5, what generation is it?
9.
9.
Well, I mean, some people say the generations are over. And you could argue like the souped up versions of consoles are their own generations, and they're not.
No.
So the 9th gen.
Yeah.
The only one that really has generations is the Switch. Unless they're just going to start doing
Well, I think the
Switch 2,
Switch is part of the
3.
9th generation.
Yeah.
Consoles.
That's
Which has got there
some
like
people-
2 years
yeah.
or 3 years later.
Switch.
I meant like Nintendo in general. Like if they decide not to continue the Switch, which at this point, why would you?
Dude, yeah, they're making such an insane amount of money.
What? There was a guy who said the
Yeah.
Switch was gonna fail, and
No. He was saying that they should just stop making the normal Switch, like only do the Switch Lite, which is insane because it's like the
They're
whole
making
gimmick.
more money.
Yeah, first of all, they're making more money.
If
Also-
anything, he should say stop making the Switch Lite because it's pointless. Like you can just
But
make
like
more
no,
money.
if you have
But
more products that people are buying, you make
That's
more money.
true, yeah.
That's just a fact.
do you know Miranda's sister and
Insane.
boyfriend both at one point owned a Switch and a Switch Lite
That's right, and a lot of people they don't
for
want.
one reason.
There are quite a lot of people who don't want a Switch or can't afford a Switch, but then can or do
Yeah,
want.
that's
or afford
true. Get a
Switch Lite.
Switch Lite. There
Yeah.
you go.
So there's no reason
$200
not
you
to,
didn't have
yeah.
before.
yeah, like I know Japan is like more centered towards mobile.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why the Switch does so well because you can just take it with you, and then you can play it on TV if you want to. So.
And
So
especially
like,
like
the Switch
playing all
Lite
these
works,
like
probably works really well over there.
Yeah.
putting AAA games on it, like Skyrim, The Witcher.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Hey, guess what? I gotta go somewhere. I'm gonna take it with me.
Yeah, they
Couldn't do that with the
now
360.
they also play Monster Hunter on there. That shit's gonna sell so well.
Oh,
Holy shit! They have Dragon Quest, Monster Hunter. Oh my god!
and Animal
If
Crossing.
that, if
Yeah, Animal Crossing is over.
if Monster Hunter Mii costume doesn't come back and we get a season 3 of DLC, you bet your ass Nintendo's just gonna be like, yeah, Monster Hunter has to be on Smash. So, okay, let's talk about this, shall we? How do you guys feel overall?
Oh, about the direct or how?
Oh, we
Hyrule
should
Warriors?
probably actually talk about the direct before I ask that question.
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So yeah,
it had a game I'm looking forward to, so it's already in the upper echelon.
yeah,
of
Hyrule
directs
Warriors:
this
Age
year.
of Calamity.
They almost got me, but they made the mistake of showing gameplay.
My
and
favorite-
then
my
my
favorite
third
thing-
eye opened.
My favorite thing was the story was just Jack was just like, oh, and then the Divine Beast was like, oh, and then it showed Hyrule Warriors gameplay, and he's just like,
No, it was a
it
sign
was
of
the
relief.
funniest thing.
Dude, I was so into the story. I was like, well, these cutscenes are like cool.
Yeah,
It's
they
in the
look really
art
good.
style. I was like, am I invested? And then I saw the gameplay. I was like, whew! Got kind of fucking close there.
Same.
Good
Yeah, I'm not
fucking
gonna
thing.
lie, I might do something that is definitely legal and play it, but I don't think I'm gonna buy it at least indefinitely full price.
I'm gonna do the cool thing and look up the cutscenes on YouTube 2 days after. it
That's
comes
a good idea
My
too,
plan is to just ignore
honestly.
this game.
'Cause I
That
feel
is
like-
all.
out. You're like, I'm just gonna let it fly.
Yeah.
Because I feel like
Shit.
the cutscenes are gonna be somewhat relevant towards 2.
I mean,
Unless they confirm that character in a mask
don't
or a robe is like
I wouldn't hold your breath.
don't
on that.
forget, it's Koei Tecmo who's making the story. Nintendo does not give a shit.
That's beside the even then. It's still Nintendo. Nintendo also does not give a shit.
That's true. The story's here on accident.
Honestly,
Someone left a script out. They're little
they were
fanfic.
like, oh,
It's a little fanfic, and Koei Tecmo
Yeah.
likes writing stories and say, "Oh, this is the story."
basically.
Nintendo's like,
so yeah, like unless like we know that like everything is canon about this.
So I'm sure it is.
I mean, the
It's
way
backstory.
they hype this game
Yeah,
up.
no, I
know,
it's
but,
the-
like-
they, you know what? It annoys me. They're hyping it up like it is the next Zelda game, just like they did with Hyrule Warriors. They're like, "It's a Zelda game, guys. It's the next Zelda game," and every Warriors fan is like, "Yeah, it's not. It's
Well, yeah.
that's ours."
Yeah,
For
but
the-
like
it's
this
for
is
the Warriors fans that are also fans of that.
But this is also very different in the sense that, like, Nintendo has been saying, like, this is, like, everybody seeing the story of the past and, like...
Because that's what they're selling this game on. I think Nintendo's released 2 of these games now. The Nintendo fans are catching on. They don't change.
That's true.
They re-released Hyrule Warriors on the Switch. They know now. So they've done it 3 times. They're like, fuck, man, they're going to catch on. The Dynasty Warrior people
So-
know what they're buying every time.
I don't know. The person in the robe could be relevant. We don't know. Yeah, I mean...
Honestly, I don't think that will happen.
Sheeple will buy it. What?
Yeah, I don't think I don't think anything from like I think the broad strokes of the story will carry over. Like, oh, now you know what happened, but like that's just all it is. Like, there's not gonna be like any kind of. I don't think characters from this will appear in 2. I really doubt it.
You'd think.
Yeah.
Hood-robed man will return in Avengers Breath of the Wild.
Sure. Now we got Bravely Default 2, which you are looking forward to.
That is the game I'm looking forward to. I
I think this looks good.
I think so too. I play Bravely Default for the gameplay, for just simple RPG job class stuff. It scratches an itch. The story is okay. The first one was alright. It was just a typical save the world, fix the crystals. Apparently the Bravely second story wasn't anything special, yeah. And then now Bravely Default 2 exists. So I'm excited for Bravely second 2.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's think. What are they gonna call this sequel? Like, alright.
So
That's funny.
seems cool. I kind of like how they didn't just show off, Black Mage and then Monk and Warrior and White Mage.
I thought Gambler was like a really It's not a good class. It's an interesting.
Who knows?
Class.
Maybe it is good, but like
broken or something.
Bravely Second 2 or Bravely Second did that too, where to get like the generic classes you opened with in the first game, you had to do like side quests. So yeah, looking forward to this one. Seth, I like his design. My one problem though is that the chibi look on the TV, it's not doing it for me.
Mm-hmm.
The artwork I think is great.
Yeah.
I think like where they
Art
look
style,
like normal tall people.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's really well done. Like I think they're all drawn really well.
I liked
the chibi looked good when it was this big.
Right. Makes sense.
I liked what's his name? I liked
Elvis.
No. I liked the classes, but I was gonna say I liked I guess the Octopath Traveler style because that was like all pixel, whereas this is kind of like that pixel background or like hand drawn art background along with like this chibi.
Well, like the best way I've seen people describe it's picture book, especially on the 3DS. Like the little chibi characters that looked like you had a pop up picture book and you were putting little characters in. But now I think the best way to describe the way the characters look, they look like shrunken down Cold Steel characters.
Yes.
Like it looks like if you stretched them out, you could realistically make them like a trail
Green
design.
Cold Steel.
So that's all I have to say. I'm excited.
Okay.
It's coming out early.
I honestly am too. I'm gonna be buying like a game, 2 games in the matter of 2 weeks here. Damn.
Really?
Thanks. Rip. I didn't know this part.
I'm sad because I had a really
cloud version. I'm sorry, you.
Yeah, no, you go. What is a cloud version?
So that means like you have to be online, so it's like not like natively on the Switch. But so like you
buy
know
a code for
like
it.
xCloud or Amazon Luna or Stadia.
I'm gonna be honest.
Why did they do that?
I'm really upset because I had a really good streak of not knowing what this game was, and I was hoping to keep that with me until I left this earth.
Yeah.
But
Honestly, don't care.
Hitman 3 is coming to cloud version.
it's the third one.
It's always a cloud version.
Wait, it's the third one? I thought this was the first
I'm gonna
one.
be honest. I forgot about this part. I just literally shut my brain.
Oh,
This
you
is
will.
cool.
That was so cool.
I forgot about this.
So they
too.
are available now. That's cool. It says they're now available.
I'm gonna get them.
Oh shit.
I think that's so cool.
That
Like,
is. That's
No
smart.
More Heroes 1 and 2 is
older.
on Switch. The No More Heroes 3 footage looks so cool.
It looks good. It looks like a No More
I'm
Heroes
so
game.
down. I'm so ready, dude.
I think it's pretty fucking smart they put the first 2 games on there because those games are on the Wii. So how old they are.
Next 6 months? Okay, hold on. Ask that question again. Now we're like,
Okay, has nothing to do. Okay. So what are 3 games, if you have that many, that you are looking forward to within the next 6 months?
to be honest, because it has online play, Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury.
When does Replicant come out?
April.
Is that not 3?
That's 6 months.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so I got 2.
I personally am not, but like,
Yeah.
like that's only
No,
because
the game can be out as long as you don't have it. So you're usually looking forward to playing.
Oh, that I'm looking
yeah.
forward to playing.
So it can be a game that's already
Okay, I'm gonna do.
Oh, it's
both.
already out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
do
okay if it's
both.
already out.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because I have because I actually have another list.
Okay.
So
I have.
I didn't have that many, so that's why.
The Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist, and your Replicant, and then Trails in the Sky. You try to play that. Figure I might as well
Yeah.
just indoctrinate myself.
wow.
Join the crew.
That'd be amazing.
Join the ship.
Yeah.
So I've got. So I'll do like games that are coming out. So we do what we just mentioned. So Bowser's Fury.
Bowser's Fury.
Bowser's Fury. Honestly, no, I can't say that game. What is coming out next? I guess Halo Infinite, I think, is February?
That game's still a thing.
Games...
What was people's deal with the monkey?
Oh, because it just looked bad, I guess.
I don't know. I liked it. I
thought it looked like a normal enemy design. So we'll bully the monkey, but we won't bully the Spider-Man 5.
People did. It was just not as much, I guess, because...
I mean, I don't know if I'm going to play it, but I'm looking forward to Atelier Ryza 2 because of her thick thighs. I might get the collector's edition just to have her thick thighs.
And I'm like, damn. But,
do you guys think I would do it? For the
I would
thick
believe
thighs?
it. Like, if you said, oh, I bought the... I was like, yeah.
For the meme, should I do it?
I don't know if you should do it. That's...
I mean, you almost bought a Dragon Maid deck.
Yeah, but that shit was...
That was not actually because of the meme, though.
Yeah.
That's
It
funny.
would have been. Inadvertently.
It is funny, though.
I see your pink heart sleeves over there.
I do. I love them, yeah. Oh. Honestly, Guilty Gear Strive. That one I'm looking forward to, yeah.
Oh.
That game looked so cool when it was revealed at EVO.
Those look really nice. Like, visually, I'm not a huge fan of Guilty Gear, but it looks really good. Like, I like Guilty Gear.
And that weird game, right here it says Ballin' Wonderland.
Oh, that one, yeah.
The one that's like Knights and Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
I think it looks cool. I'm gonna get it. It's published by Square Enix. It's made by the original Sonic people. I'm down.
What was that one fighting game we were all gonna get?
Grand Blue Fantasy?
Yeah, that's what it is.
That'd be cool. And then, I guess games as a whole. Let me see my list.
Yeah.
Okay. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Freaking finish that.
Oh, you know, there's gonna be a fighting game that's gonna have Kurisu in it.
Wait, what? That's gonna have what?
From Steins Gate.
Kurisu from Steins Gate.
There was a game that's not on this list that I'm looking forward to playing No More Heroes 1 and 2 because I've always wanted to play them. I'm going to keep them as a whole. And on this list, Skies of Arcadia I got down. I want to play that. So, that's supposed to be like Sky One Piece. And I'm just like, I'm down. I'll play it. So, it's on my list. So those are, so what about you, Neil? Oh wait, I forgot about the big one. Trails of Cold Steel 4. Alright, what about you? What you got?
That East 9 comes out February, I think. New Replicant, April, and then, you know, already came out Robotics Note. Those on my three.
Robotics Note Dash.
Dash, yeah.
It's Steins Gate, Chaos Head.
Yeah, they come together, so it's nice. You don't have to buy them separately.
But yeah, this, before we were interrupted by my father.
And then
leave. And then this.
It's a good intermission.
No More Heroes. Like, this was a hype reveal. Like, they revealed, like, this... Do you remember during the E3 trailer, was it 2019 when they revealed it? And, like, we were watching and we had zero idea what the fuck that was. Like, what we were watching, and I was just like, is this weird-ass Digimon? And it's like...
I don't like that trailer.
I love that trailer. I think it's so weird and it's just like, and then like you have like the thing where it's just like, we're gonna be friends forever, and then they like leave, and then he comes back and he's like this billionaire like person. He's just like
the beginning of it felt like a Miyazaki movie.
Yeah.
oh yeah, that yeah.
Yeah, it was like me and my I live with an alien in my treehouse. I'm like, wow, some castle in the sky shit.
And then, like, it becomes weird, and it's like, I guess we need a goddamn superhero. And it's like, it gets so hyped because it's like, wait, what the fuck? This is No More Heroes? By the way, Suda51 is my icon. That was funny. He's like, what are you, 64? I don't believe you're real. Come fight me. Neil, how did you feel about that trailer? Not this one, but the one that we're talking about.
I thought it was cool because it was unique.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. So yeah, that's there. All right, let's
Yeah,
move
yeah.
on.
I
Yep,
feel like, yeah, let's
smart
just-
man.
All right, so Greek Breath of
my
the
God.
Wild's
I thought
coming
we
out.
were- I
That's
thought
the
we
end of
agreed.
it.
He called you smart.
Yeah. Well, this,
I rescind.
all right. This is actually
Pokemon. Okay.
No,
Okay,
this
okay.
is oh wow, this is actually the Emerald trailer. That's funny.
this is the opening to Emerald.
What
That's
is
why
it?
reminded me of that.
What is
So I
it?
was like, wait.
So I'm pretty sure Stories of Seasons is Harvest Moon. To correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, I think it's just supposed to be like a spiritual successor.
Yes.
And then this is the developers of Kirby,
best game of the entire thing, obviously.
Yep, Tetris.
Tropico 6, Surviving the Aftermath.
Bakugan.
What are you gonna do?
Copyright claim.
Wait,
All right, all right,
Please tell me that's a cutscene in the game. It looks so bad.
all
It
right,
looks
all
like a
right,
fan
all right.
game.
Super loser. Okay, Super Loser Challenge of the next verses. They have to buy this.
November
game and play
3rd. It's so close. The same day we elect a president.
Oh my
Hello?
god.
This game.
Pokemon?
Yeah. I guess
Po-
so.
What game is
And that was it. Overall, how do you guys feel?
It's alright. I give this 6 out of 10. Alright.
Me too.
Same. I think it was better than anything else we've gotten.
Yeah, the other ones were all like fat tubes.
Best one of the year for sure.
Which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Okay.
I almost got tricked by.
I think
was
you
so
should play the demo
fucking
and see if you
funny.
like it.
Nope. I played it.
It's free.
I played it, Neil.
Alright, listen.
I played Hyrule Warriors
Play it again.
and Fire Emblem War. I played the game. I know I don't.
But
like
have
it.
you played Fire Emblem Heroes?
Not since the last time we hung out.
So speaking of that,
Oh yeah, forgot about this. Fire Emblem 1.
I don't know, man.
Wow.
Technically, you're not wrong.
I don't know.
Do we count this as a number? Oh no, it's not a
No.
numbered entry.
No,
This
is
is
a
not.
re-release.
This is
a
not
re-release.
17.
Yeah.
No, you mean 18.
Wait. Go back up and look at the box art. Why is Ancient Gear Golem and Harambe there and Erica? Doesn't Sita look like Erica?
Wait. Oh, Sheeta.
Or Sheeta?
You
Yeah.
think so?
Yeah, doesn't she? Like her hair is like it's like teal.
Yes, kinda. Well, neither of them are wearing pants.
$6.
None of them. Yeah.
By the way. By the way, the $50 special edition has sold out.
Good for it.
Yeah.
Mark's
So yeah,
skirt
it's
is
coming
shorter
out.
than his girlfriend's.
True. Wait, isn't that his sister?
No, that's
No,
a girlfriend.
it's
He
she
has
does.
a sister.
Yeah, well, she dies, but spoilers, I guess.
Wait, what? I didn't know that. Damn.
Yeah. What's her name again?
I don't know.
Elise or something?
Something like that. They all, his entire family
His
gets
duo
So
unit
will you
is
guys
her.
be getting this for $6?
Hell no.
No, look at it. I don't
I'm
wanna
not
play that.
playing that.
Okay,
Look at that art
Mark.
though.
I would consider it if it was
Sheeta.
free.
If it was for,
Garneth.
Actually, I could play in free if I could
Lena.
reach out.
yeah, right.
Because
Nerva.
if you just play, I mean, you could still, you could figure it out. Honestly, it's Fire Emblem. You could figure it out.
You could.
I can play the game for free. I'm
So
good.
fun fact for everyone, just wanted to make this known. This is, do you remember, wait, hold on.
Yeah, this is their big 30th anniversary.
Here we go! Read, Jack, could you read this for me?
A limited
You
time.
didn't know?
I didn't know
It's
that.
until March 31st, just like Super Mario, blah blah blah. Whatever.
What's the fucking point?
You know what it is? You know what it is? That's when their fiscal year ends. Literally on March 31st.
So
So they're trying to
fun,
get all that money as fast as possible.
So-
They're already the most. I'm sorry, but like they're already the richest company in Japan. No, more money by the end of the fiscal year. I don't fucking know.
I want to say,
It's hilarious.
after the game is gone, it will be free on Nintendo Switch Online in 6 months from then.
I hope. Alright, I would buy it right away if they included scenes from the seminal Fire Emblem OVA with the English dub so we can get the Mars! That used to be Marth's name in America because they didn't
Mars.
think to translate it.
They thought Marth was too Japanese. I don't know. Well, like that's not.
They're like, no, let's name
I
him
don't
after his
get it.
inspiration.
We are now at our last 3 topics.
Wait,
We're-
Neil, real quick, you see the bald man at the very bottom of Marth's coat?
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
who that is?
that's
That's
right.
the bald guy you pull in Heroes all the time.
Yep, right. Well, I haven't seen him in a while. To be honest. I
That's
haven't
true,
seen him in a
because he's not in the summoning pool
That's right.
anymore.
That's right. Because they were like,
That's
They
you
awesome.
slayed
have too
that
many.
dragon.
Yeah.
So this is going to
I thought the
be
last one was Pokemon.
No, I said we are at our last 3.
Oh, last 3.
Alright, so we got Epic Games v Apple.
Part 2.
Part 2, Electric Boogaloo, the sequel, the second one, 8th time. Epic versus Apple is losing PR steam.
Epic judge. That makes it sound like he's just an epic.
Okay,
judge,
here it is.
It's your boy, the Honorable Judge Mitchell! You're going to jail.
Okay, so here it is. So, essentially, Epic versus Apple warned serious ramifications for console makers, right?
Kyle, I found a sock. Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't know, man. I don't know whose sock that is, man. Just throw it over there.
Whose sock is it?
I don't know. We'll figure it out later. Why is there a sock?
Do not tell me I just grabbed your cum sock.
No.
Why would it be?
I don't know.
First of all,
I keep mine in a very isolated location. It's offshore.
in the middle of your sofa.
Offshore, yes. My sofa
Okay,
is in Switzerland.
Anyways.
Shit.
So what this essentially means is if Epic wins, games could be sold outside of the stores on consoles, which is how they make their money, right? Like there's 30% or however much it is, like 20, 30 something percent that they take when like a game's bought from third parties.
Oh, well, Apple's going to win then. You know. Or they don't, you know.
So third parties could sell on their own stores instead of on the eShop or the PlayStation Store or Steam or like, well, they're already doing it on Steam, but like the Xbox one. That's insane. Like that would change a lot because Nintendo wouldn't be the richest company in Japan anymore, would they?
Although I will say, from a developer standpoint, that's not the best idea. Like, because the whole reason you do that is to get for the visibility.
Mm-hmm.
So being on your own thing isn't gonna help that.
It would only be good if you're Ubisoft.
Yeah, if you're already big, then who cares?
Or Capcom.
Right?
No.
Yeah.
Or Square, who probably wouldn't do it.
Even then,
or Capcom,
would you then
or
be
Bandai.
asking consumers to then now get another third-party thing, and then like that's too much work.
And then that has to be downloaded on the console, and then it has to. It's really bad, and only Ubisoft will do it and fail, but they will do it.
Yeah, correction, EA will.
And on top of that,
no, they won't actually. Probably they'll stay on Microsoft Store.
True.
Because we did talk about how EA Play is going to be on Xbox.
True.
So they're really connected. Like they've always been Xbox boys.
Right.
That's not changing. But Ubisoft does not give a shit about anyone. They wanted to plug their own subscription service for. They've always wanted their own subscription service. They've always wanted you to buy off of Uplay. They've always wanted it. This is literally just for Ubisoft, and everybody else doesn't care. I mean, I would tell you.
Although, also, like, let's say you're Nintendo, right? And then Ubisoft's like, oh, I want to put my own store on your console. They could just say no. They don't have to they're like, if you want to sell on our console, you put it on the Nintendo
No, but this
store.
this is saying you don't have to.
You don't have to, but that's just, they don't technically have to.
But they never had to in the first place.
That's what I'm saying.
No, what
So
this is
nothing will really
essentially
change.
saying is they would have to put it on there if they're making it for the game, I believe.
But no, because like what it is that like they have to be allowed to do that. But if like for Apple maybe, but like for something like Nintendo or PlayStation, they're like, if it's my console, so if you want to put it, you have to follow my rules. If you don't like it, go leave. Like go do your own thing. And that's gonna be really bad for business. So I highly doubt any company would do that.
Which is why Ubisoft would do it.
I guess, but I don't think not even they're that though.
I don't know, man. They released what was it, Ghost Recon Wildlands, when everybody wanted Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell.
But like this is like a whole new level, a different tier of stupidity. I don't know, but just from like money wise, like business wise, it just doesn't make sense.
I'm praying that when and if I go to law school, like in my like second year or something, they're gonna go. We're gonna do a little more recent case. We're gonna look at Apple v.
If it's still
Epic.
going on, yeah.
That's right, right?
The final is to pick a lawsuit of your choosing.
Choosing.
Alright,
Well, it should be
gamers,
like-
today we're gonna talk
That'd be
about
cool
other
though. You have to
races
like, defend
happening.
one of the sides, like,
I
well,
didn't
like
actually.
it's kind of hard without cheating because then you could like, oh, I'll look up the defense of the X company, but
Okay.
Ooh, which devil would I pick?
yeah, which no, let's we have to answer this. What devil would you pick?
Epic.
Really?
Yeah, fuck Apple.
Interesting.
I have
Oh,
a MacBook.
funny.
You wanna know I found out what was broken with it? It was downloading to the wrong place.
Oh my god.
Just, I don't know how. It has one
Level 5 in prison. Love that.
a company.
5. America. This is our second to last topic, so we got our last one is something we talk about heavily, so
Yeah, so another 2 hours there.
It's Smash and that. Those are the two that
Honestly.
we cannot shut up about in any
Honestly,
video.
they-
Doesn't matter if it's not even Nintendo. Doesn't matter.
I thought
They
we did
have
good
us.
this time for
We'll
Smash
find a way.
though. I thought we did good this
I
time
think
for
this time
Smash
we did decent.
because we only kept
We're
it to 10
saving it for
minutes.
Pokemon.
Yeah, it was a passing grade this time.
But we got C.
Yeah, because to be fair, if we're already talking about Smash, but like we will start talking about like fucking Call of Duty or some shit.
Honestly, we could be
So-
doing a Rayman Origins.
Yeah, and then we'll be like,
versus, and we'll be like, see, that's just the thing with Smash, man. Fucking, it'll come up.
and we'll go on hold anyway. Let's just do this.
Level 5 has halted operations in America.
So this reminds me about this thing from Smash, right?
Right? Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
So
god!
Smash-
I didn't want to
Smash-
talk about Smash during this one
I had to.
because I was
Oh no, not Yokai Watch.
yeah because
No,
I mean
it's okay. It's just their North American brand.
Yeah, I mean,
So that
well,
probably,
what that means is like either A, what I would hope they would do is they would just hire another
yeah,
translator.
they're just gonna outsource localization, which makes sense.
it's like having Atlas USA. Why?
They do. Oh,
Yeah, I know. Well, no, I know.
Just
That's what
have
I'm saying,
Sega has the manpower to translate. Just have them do it.
that's right. They're playing localization company. Just have them do it. I mean, I get like some like big companies like Bandai Namco or like Square Enix, like. But even then, Square Enix does outsource sometimes. It just depends on the game. Like Nier and Nier Automata were both outsourced. Yeah, but to be fair, it was a Japanese company. But
Right.
still, it's all.
So
In outsource.
this has two ramifications to it. Either A, they're gonna outsource, and Yokai Watch 4 is gonna be their last game that's
In-house.
that's localized, and that's it. So that means no. Okay. The first one is. Oh wait, never mind. First one is they outsource.
Yeah.
And Yokai Watch 4, Ni no Kuni 3, which they confirmed. Is it Ni no Kuni 3 or is it just a spinoff? I don't remember.
Couldn't tell you.
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you.
Honestly, still thought the second game was getting delayed.
It came out like last year.
It did.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
that
sure.
late?
No,
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure it came out 2 years ago.
2 years.
That early?
Hey Siri, look up Ni no Kuni 2.
She's loading.
Okay, I found this on the web for lookup Ni no Kuni 2. Check it out.
March 23rd, 2018 on Steam. February.
Adam Howden's in that game. Shulk. Oh yeah, I knew it was out. I watched a cutscene from like the final boss just to hear his voice.
Can I just say
I looked it
something?
up and he went, "Your Majesty," and I was like, "Save him an auto, please."
March 23rd.
Ni no Kuni 2,
Yeah.
please.
March 23rd.
March 20. It's
2018.
almost 3
2018.
years old.
By the way, I asked look up Ni no Kuni, and it came up as Nino, one word.
Nino.
Kuni, spelled Cooni. Why?
I mean, those are Japanese.
Hold on. At least I didn't say any. I didn't say the word. I said spelling and then added 2 letters.
Oh,
Just want to point that out.
To be fair, it is a Japanese word, so.
that's true.
Those are all
Still,
Japanese.
Siri.
And Professor Layton
Oh yeah. Forgot.
all just get translated elsewhere. It could
And
either be by
Fantasy
Nice
Life.
America. I'm sorry. I have to. Exceed, whoever else. I don't know who else there is. I just don't like Nice America after what they did to me.
Right.
Not Pog. Anyways.
Yokai Watch.
And I liked Exceed. They had... I liked their dubs.
Although, to be fair, I'm just saying, a lot of people who worked on the Trails games aren't working at Exceed anymore, so it's not like you can just switch back.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Um...
I know a lot of the people... never mind, just continue.
No, what were you going to say? Please.
I don't know, I was gonna say, just like,
many of the people who worked on Trails with Exceed are also working on Cold Steel 3 Cold Steel 3 and 4. Not all of them, but like some of them.
Okay.
But different roles.
Fair.
They're around.
So, the other option is they halted everything in America. I know Yokai Watch 4 was announced for North America, but that might even be canceled at this point. And they're just a Japanese company. They don't even release games here. And
when he got 4 games, though, I feel like
there's no way.
Going.
Yeah.
Kuni, maybe. They take a while,
yeah.
But, like, the thing is, like, I feel like they're at a point, like, they're not as well known as, like, a lot of companies. But they are companies that bring smile to people's faces, whether it is Yokai Watch, as much as we're not really big fans of it. Ni no Kuni, which, I mean, I like the style of it. I think it looks cool. And, what's the other one? Professor Layton. I know you really like Professor
Fantasy
Layton.
Life, seminal 2014 3DS game.
But like,
I don't remember that.
Professor Layton is an amazing series.
How do you know about
Because I
that?
had it.
Oh my god. But, like, so yeah, that's the thing. I think that it's more likely if someone really wants it, like, let's just say, like, Level 5 makes a deal with Nintendo and they hire, like, the localization team.
Mm-hmm.
It's a possibility, but...
Plus, I'm sure they could just pay for it themselves. Because, like, if Falcom can do it. So,
yeah,
so.
that's true.
And they're, like 40, 50 people? Like,
That is true. I hope so. I really do. Because I think they make good games.
Yeah. And they also make like two games that are all...
Why? Why do we have to talk about this now?
The curse.
Let's talk about number 1. The first thing that we have to talk about.
So the last one has multiple parts. It's like when you're taking a test.
We got 2. No, it's
it's like
only...
questions.
Hold on.
A through Z.
Hold on. This is actually going to take really quick.
I'm just joking.
But, I mean, let's just... Here.
Well, that's a really nice picture, though.
It's a
That
really
is
nice
cool.
picture, yeah.
I love Pokemon. Pokemon art is so good.
Why is everything but the main games going so hard?
Yeah, I know, right?
The cards, the music video,
Oh.
the poster, everything, and then you get to...
You play the game.
You know why?
Yeah.
You know why? Because the games don't need to do anything, because all that other stuff sells it.
Yeah, plus Game Freak doesn't touch these things.
No, they don't touch this.
I think that
Poke...
I honestly think Pokemon would be better off
Anyway.
without Game Freak. Hot take, but that's my opinion. Not made by the Pokemon company themselves, but outsourced to someone else.
Because they're not game developers.
No.
Yeah.
No, they were
Game
made
Freak-
out of game developed. I guess
They would need to hire them, and then they just hire Game Freak. They have experience.
Isn't it kind of funny Game Freak existed before the Pokemon company?
That's right.
And then they just got eaten by this thing they made?
pretty much, yeah. So this is the second of the 2. It released on October 2nd, and I'm assuming that none of you guys
I've beaten it
Seen
and gotten
any-
all the shinies.
have played any of this,
Yes.
so I will tell you guys what I thought after watching it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I gotta watch Alfred's video on this.
So would you guys like to know what I thought?
Sure, go for it.
I think I really liked the first part. I think that one's even a bit controversial to like it better than this one. Because I liked the characters in that one overall, and I thought it had like a really good intertwined story. Whereas this one is just like, the whole story is based around catching the legendaries, which should have just been in the game in the first place. And that's how I view it. At the end of the... I'm not upset. I'm not mad. I just expect it at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To even consider a paywall for Pokemon, like, I would understand if you want to put out this bomb-ass story for these different regions of games that, like, you just... parts of the region of these games that, like, you think is really good, and, like, you think that, like, you have, like, enough content that isn't just more Pokemon that you could have just added in the first place, which I'm going to get to. Instead of this, I think that what this does is allow Game Freak to spend more time on... It doesn't even allow them to... What I was going to say is, it doesn't even allow them to spend more time on the next games. Because they have to shill out this And then there's a possibility that, like, they're not even working on the next games. They're working on remakes or the Let's Go whatevers. And I just don't think that's, like... I just don't think releasing a game every year is healthy.
Yeah,
I think...
it's definitely not.
I think that it's hurt them overall because we've seen it since Black 2, White 2. No. It's been since...
Sun and Moon.
Since Sun and Moon, because they did take a break for Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire.
They took a year off.
And, like, the problem with doing that is you end up getting games like Sun and Moon, which end up just being better versions that we should have just gotten with Ultra Sun and Moon that kind of still suck. We still got Let's Go, and we still got this, and then we got the DLC. What ends up happening is what happens with Call of Duty, where a game will come out and they're all the same game.
Or even Assassin's Creed for a while.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like up until Syndicate, they were just yearly.
And, like, it ruins creativity, and it doesn't allow for, like, you to add everything that needs to be added. Like, if this was a thing always to not add I'm actually getting into the other stuff. Anyways, Crown Tundra has, like, a Dynamax thing, and then sort of like a battle tree type of deal. And, the Calyrex thing is cool overall. I think that it sucks that you can, A, only catch one of his steeds, or one of his horses, and B, you can only catch one of the Reggies. So you need to play the game twice in order to get both. Which sucks.
That's weird.
Yep.
Wait.
Yep. They're not version exclusive. They are literally...
What's
the
point of versions, then?
Version exclusives were good
Always money.
when trading and stuff, like, earlier. And I think that with the Switch version, you should have just had one.
I disagree. I don't think it was ever good. We just accepted it before. It's always been money. Like,
but everybody... And, like,
good.
if you ask people, everybody's just like, oh, yeah, Emerald's the better one, and Platinum's the better one, and Crystal's the better one.
Yeah, but unfortunately, then you have to wait 2 years for them to come out.
Which sucks, and they said, oh, yeah, this is what it is, but you end up paying... So I just want to say, you end up paying $120 for Sword and Shield, $60 for both passes, $15 if you want to have Pokemon Go. I mean, not Pokemon Home. And $5 if you need Bank still.
I mean, to be fair, you don't have to buy both versions and all that other stuff.
No, but that's if, like, you're a big Pokemon fan.
Right, but, like, that's on them. But, like, the common, like,
That's
consumer...
that's $200 that I said, by the way. Just want to point that out there.
Yeah. It's just, like... Because they know they can keep doing it. It's just, like...
Because it works.
Yeah, it's, like, it's what they've always done. It's just...
They're evolving with the times. We asked them to evolve, and they did.
You know,
They're nickel and diming us a different way.
Yeah.
We asked them
more than nickel and diming you.
They're 20 and... They're like... What is it? Dino and C-noting us.
So I think DLC can be a good thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's good in a game that's complete, and they're giving you just
But
more
this-
content.
But this is an incomplete beta of a game. Not like beta in the sense of a beta male. Beta in the sense of a beta.
Remember
version.
when beta meant testing?
Yeah, right. That's
And
what it still means.
Beta was followed by testing rather than cuck.
Yeah.
So let us...
You know what's a good DLC? Xenoblade Chronicles 2. That expansion pass went hard.
It's good.
You know why? Because it had a story that was better than the original game.
Oh, you know what was really good?
Yeah.
Good DLC. I think 1 year, instead of releasing Legends in a pack for WWE games, they released, like, newer stars that everybody wanted.
Mm.
It was really clean.
That's cool.
And then they released 2K20. Just want to point that out there. What else was really good DLC? Breath of the Wild had really good DLC. I loved that DLC.
I thought the Trial of the Sword was cool. I don't particularly like the Champions Ballad. I thought it was a good challenge, but would have preferred that to just be in, like, the Trial of the Sword.
Fair.
Kind of felt in line of that. The motorcycle was
What do you guys rate Breath of the Wild out of 10?
9.5.
8. What about you?
Like
Oh, okay.
7.
I'm just gonna...
7 or a 6. Yeah, it's probably 7, yeah.
I
So
understand
let
that, yeah.
us talk about our final topic for today. And that is this. We're done. Like, so I just want to say, I think Crown Tundra, when you're looking at it from a Pokemon fan's perspective, is probably the best thing ever. When you're looking at it from an actual person who plays video games perspective, you kind of see it for what it is, and that's just a shill way to make people spend $30. Which is awful.
That's so much for DLC. Like,
Because honestly, some of the stuff in it looks really good.
Yeah.
And, like, I think it's fun. I think it's, like, a funny, like, little thing to have the guy pretty much, like, be Calorix's, like, talking sleeve because he can't communicate regularly. He has to use him for, like, telekinesis or whatever. And, like, you know, and he's, like, animated and, like, it... The problem that I personally have with Pokemon is the problem I just have with created characters is that they just show no emotion. And Calyrex just showed every emotion. It was great. Anyways, Sword and Shield beta leaked. I'm not going to show you guys gameplay because, well, I can, but it shows, like, essentially it's 3DS, like, models.
Well, I want to see.
We will, but I want to show you guys something. And, just take a look at this picture.
Did I see what I thought I saw?
There we go.
Oh, that looks so cool.
That's a really cool pose.
Do you want me to tell you? Do you want to explain to the audience what you guys see?
You see the debug menu?
Of Pokemon Sword.
Yep. Anything else?
Wait, no.
Green.
Oh, Mega Rayquaza.
Mega Rayquaza. Oh, true.
Nope. Not
Nope.
just that. We got Arceus.
Oh, true.
Volcanic. Greninja.
Yeah.
A Blastoise, a Moltres, a Pikachu, and a Pidgeot.
Sawsbuck.
Well,
Do you know what they all represent? The ones I just named?
Oh, each generation.
Nope. They're not in the fucking game!
None of these Pokemon are in the game.
No, the ones I named. Mega Rayquaza. Fucking Greninja. Arceus.
Even now.
Sawsbuck. Forms.
That's crazy. I thought by now they'd have a.
Rayquaza is, everyone else is.
Oh, and
I just
Blastoise.
named.
Blastoise is in
No,
there.
he is there. He was always in if you have Pokemon Home and you just transferred him in.
That's true.
Which is.
That's a lame way to say.
This coming out is a big fuck you to everyone.
Imagine if this was the menu.
What's
And they were like, by the way, you
Look at
can't
the
get...
grass. The grass looks like better than anything.
It looks like real Astro.
Oh, that picture was taken from Google.
Oh, so it's fake.
No. Not this picture, just the background.
Oh.
Imagine this game, by the way. Imagine. Like, you had plans for Megas. You had plans to add every single other Pokemon in. And then you give us that beta test.
Yeah, just an incomplete game.
I'm so upset.
It's kind of funny.
Like,
They just have Pokemon that aren't in the main game on their title screen.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, it's the debug menu. but
Exactly.
still.
I'm sure.
Well, this is
they
the
probably
beta.
did-
This
they
was
obviously
like-
planned to do it in the beginning, and then it just.
this was like
it's so
December.
toxic for whatever reason.
This was like December 2018, March 2019.
Mhm.
It's like around the time the game got announced.
No. December 2017, March 2018, my bad. Isn't that awful, though? Like, they planned for it, and then they decided, you know what, fuck it. We're on a time limit.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you know.
So, this is, so you see her?
Yeah.
She looks like she's part of the 3DS.
Right.
They were gonna have Rotom.
Mini map. Okay.
Like, you see it's like a 3DS, like, sprite.
Yeah. Like even the background is obviously.
Like, this obviously,
Yeah.
you know,
This is incomplete.
that's
but
beta,
still.
whatever.
Right. It could even be out. This is alpha.
Also, like, alpha. But this is...
Yeah, it's clearly not.
Oh my god. I can't, dude. Do they have any more? Oh, show this thread. Here we go.
What?
They had a lot more. Pictures here.
It's not like Let's Go.
So that's Let's Go stuff. Like, you see, like, that looks fine, and
Pikachu.
you have Rotom, Greninja without eyes, but this is what it was gonna look like.
Okay, that's the battle. It's just
But, like, you see, like, they look like 3DS models.
Baldy? What's that? Ball? Oh, is this like they're playing or something?
Yeah.
Oh. No, but it's not. Oh, that's weird. Oh, ball. Oh, he can catch it. Oh, I see. Like Pokeball. I got
Yeah.
you. I'm very confused.
So, yeah, I mean, there's a random Ultra Beast. Just wanted to point that out. Thought it'd be funny. That's also, well, no, I think he's in the game now, but Motostoke, like, you know, all I'm saying is, like, so it was revealed, so on Game Freak's website, there's actually a person that you could see with their, what is it called? Their, not list, their, like, what their job description is, right? Someone's job description is to port over 3DS sprites to the Switch, or to Sword and Shield, right?
Right.
So if you were doing that, correct me if I'm wrong, why couldn't you do that with every Pokemon?
Because they were already caught in the lie that they weren't porting them over.
Yeah. It's gonna have higher quality animation. That was a lie.
Which is a lie.
It's kind of like, they were like, oh, they're going to have better animations. They didn't. So they were like, well, just put in the 3DS ones and then, like, boost the resolution.
I don't know if it's a VGC thing that like it makes that fun that like every generation isn't gonna have every mon, and then there's gonna be some mons added to it. Like, I don't give a fuck. No one.
It's most. If you go, sorry.
Their audience for the most part is not gonna care about that.
Like, I feel like the problem is, it shouldn't be that fucking hard to put them in. Like, don't even put every Pokemon that's catchable. No generation, aside from the first one, even the first one didn't, that you could catch every Pokemon.
Yeah.
But just make it so that they could fucking exist in the game. Like,
No, but then it's like, well, if they can exist, why can't I catch them?
Yeah, but that's always been the
But
thing
that's
of every
always
generation.
been the thing, yeah.
Like you can't catch Pikachu in Black and White.
I mean, that's true.
but
well,
you can trade it over.
Yeah.
But that's the thing in Sword and Shield. Since I know Dragonite's in now, but if there's no Dragonite coded in,
Right.
I can't trade over my
Right,
Dragonite.
right.
So that was the problem. You
And
know,
like-
no one had the issue of I can't catch this Pokemon because you'd be like,
And that's what they were touting with-
But I'll
I
just
can't have them in there.
And that's
you
what
can't
they-
even trade them over.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what they were touting with Pokemon Bank when it came out, was this is how you transfer all of your Pokemon from older
Into a game that
generations
can't hold all the Pokemon.
Yeah,
into like Sun and Moon and X and Y.
Like, can you imagine? Obviously for people our age, it's very easy to like go on the internet and get the information of the entire fucking encyclopedia of what is and isn't in. And who knows? Maybe kids are a lot smarter than I was as a little kid. But imagine being like an 8-year-old and not understanding, and like you like just managed to figure out, like you got home, like your parents downloaded it,
Yeah.
and you're like trying to bring over your Flygon because it's your favorite Pokemon, and it just keeps saying no, and you're like genuinely confused. You're like, well, why it transferred over
Like
the
my
fucking
Charizard.
the Yamask and the
Yeah.
Charizard? Why isn't it transferring over my Flygon? Or like or any other starter, like their Swampert. They're like, why can't I have it? This is the Pokemon I've had, you know?
Like,
It's sad. Like, it's such an overly complicated thing that you need to go on the internet to find a cohesive list rather than
Yeah.
Do they expect children to trial and error it?
Yeah, I thought,
With
I thought
all,
the game
like,
was for 10-year-olds.
900 and something? But then they're like, oh, it's die-hard fans. Clearly it's
No.
not. You're selling it to kids, but you're not making it accessible. You're making an aspect of it very inaccessible to children.
there is
You have a weird,
Although, to be
like...
fair, most children likely haven't played any of the Pokemon games.
That's true.
You know.
That's fair.
But
Their
then
first
again,
one,
when we
so.
were like there are also like kids that like play it, and then 3 years later the next one comes out, and then you can't transfer that. Like, what happens when every single other Pokemon, like what happens if like in this game you can't catch like you can't get like the 8th gen starters. Let's just say hypothetically, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were in this game, like obviously, and the next game is on the Switch. There is no 4K, or like new graphics. There is no other things to understand because you apparently made those models. You can't get the Gen 8 starters in a game when you've already updated the models and they're supposed to look similar.
I hope that if the next generation, let's say Gen 9, doesn't have all the mods and it's still on the Switch, it'd be hilarious if they said we couldn't put Galar Pokemon in. It's like,
Oh my god, yes.
just move them because
God,
we
that'd be
know you
funny.
did that for the ones that
Because
were
the thing
in
is they
it.
could say we're awfully sorry, but like we don't
sorry,
want
but
to port
fuck
them
you.
over, like blah blah blah. It's not right.
No, the
It's
next game is gonna be for the 3DS.
Ooh. Samsung
Exclusive.
Smart Fridge.
Did you know that the
Yeah.
Pokemon Company was looking forward to? They thought the Switch was gonna fail, and they were just like they're just gonna come back to the 3DS, and we're just gonna be able to stay here and just do whatever. And then they made Sword and Shield,
They're still doing whatever they want.
and
I
they
mean, it's
also wanted to make Pokemon for mobile. Like they wanted this on mobile devices.
like, here's the thing too. Like, I
So-
feel like obviously a part of the blame is Game Freak because I mean they made the game, but it's also like they have they are forced to put out the game in that time frame. If they can't do it, that's not an option for them. They just have to. They can't delay. They can't just be like, oh, we're gonna take a break. Like if the Pokemon Company says December 2018, they have to meet that. It does not matter. They don't have a choice. Other companies can just be like, oh, I'm gonna just delay it for a year or something.
But the
Game
problem
Freak
is other
doesn't
companies
have
don't
that.
have an anime, a card game,
Literally,
a toy
no
line.
other company has to
That
deal with
is-
the bullshit that Game Freak has to deal with. That is that's an objective fact. There's not a single
The
company.
anime's not that much of a problem anymore since
But
they've
it is-
just
that's
no
now.
hold on
But
now. Because they decided to be like, okay, we're just gonna have every generation in the game, and it's gonna be Go
Right.
Ash and Ash.
But it is a problem. And
However,
this problem is just
the
constant
cards, the toys, Game Freak should be
All
able
the
to say,
merchandise.
hey, we need another year. We need to do this because the fans backlash at us, not you.
for them. But like,
and
they
then
can't do that.
if you want, there's a great video by Arlo from last year. A really great video that like dives into like basically what we're talking about right now. The problem is, say they get the merchandise, the cards, the shirts, the toys, everything, the hats, and then Game Freak comes to them and says, "We need like 8 more months." The problem is now they're sitting on 8 months of product. Now they need a warehouse for all of that, and they're just sitting on it.
Exactly.
That's just that in. I'm not smart. I don't understand how business works, but I know not selling something is basically like just burning money.
Wait, because you literally the money that you spent to make that stuff is gone, and you're not spending any money to recoup that. So what happened at the end of the fiscal year? It shows that I lost all of that money, which is bad for investors, which means they get less money and they can do less
money
a
next
whole
year,
thing.
and then the game
And
can't
yeah,
come out
That's
faster
just,
and-
but it's a bad business practice to have what is supposed to be, I guess, the not parent company talk to the parent company like,
It's kind of funny though
With
how
Game Freak
it seems like the Pokemon Company is in control, but
They are.
but the thing they need to spring everything forward, they don't have 100% control, like basically do. But it's kind of funny that they don't make the game.
Right.
Like they did not just consolidate Game Freak and be like, no, you're
Yeah.
not even Game Freak, you're the Pokemon Company,
Right.
but you're the team that makes it,
Right.
and we'll put in people to get it out when we want. Like not. It's not,
Yeah.
you don't have a president anymore. You're now employees under the Game
Game-
Freak team.
Yeah.
But it's, it's ironic that, like,
The Game Freak is a part of Pokemon Company, but they still are their own entity.
exactly. Like, it's shocking that
I mean, because it might
Hey.
as well be. It's just no difference.
essentially the subsidiary of the Pokemon Company.
Yeah, well, they're an official partner.
Yeah, the partner of
It's Nintendo, overall Pokemon Company, and
Game
Game
Freak.
Freak.
But it's funny how, like, they are what starts the chain reaction, yet
Yeah.
the chain reaction is what has the control over them.
Yeah.
Because you'd think that it would be something like Game Freak makes the cards, and then the big Pokemon company said, "No, we're not done with the games yet. You can make the merchant.
yeah,
you can make the you
one
make the
cog
cards.
in the machine is
Like
what-
you will make the cards when we say so,
Yeah.
but they make the cards, the T-shirts, the toys, the stuffed animals, the action figures, and then Game Freak says we need a year, and the Pokemon company says no, it comes out this year or Not at all.
Like Game Freak can't be like, oh, we need a year. They can't say that because they don't have that time. Doesn't exist.
It's like I'm wondering when that happened, when the power kind of shifted, and the Pokemon Company went from being like to capitalize on our merchandise to
it's easier. The more and more popular Pokemon got, the more and more that became the case because it was that much more important for them to get these products out.
I think that it was 6th gen, to be honest. When it started,
I couldn't tell you, but probably.
Honestly,
because that's when they start. That's when like Game Freak made the 5th gen games. They were seen as they are the least selling games of all of them.
Which is sad
because now people love them.
Because they didn't know what they had until they lost it.
And then we got 6th gen, which people like. It's just that it's easy to tell that's an unfinished game. Like people like Sword and Shield, but it's easy to say it's an unfinished game.
Yeah, I mean, I think this has been a long time coming ever since Pokemon got big with its extra stuff. Like,
well, it's like the bigger the games get, the more you require the extra stuff.
And that it becomes like this thing. Like, sure, you can get a Steins Gate anime, but the Steins Gate anime doesn't control the Science Adventure series or Steins Gate in the Science Adventure series. It's just a thing that happened from it. For example, a Kiseki game could get an anime. That anime is not gonna, or like they could make their own card game, their own action figures, and that's not going to affect the way the games come out or the development of it. But Pokemon pretty much live and die by the merchandise that they have set up.
Right.
So the thing is that like the only thing that I could think of is if you have a set amount that you do buy and they need extra time, you still are the Pokemon fucking company. You are still gonna make money off of Pokemon Go and the other games that could sell like more if you like the figures, the card game. You literally could just be like, alright, we'll just have extra cards fast printed for a couple of months. We can make other new cards for these next 6 months.
But then
then we have our warehouse stuff. As long as it's preserved, we could just ship out.
The only problem though is unfortunately they're a business and businesses are just they want money.
Right.
You want to capitalize.
That's not
as soon as it comes out, you don't want to wait a month. You want to have a set out immediately.
Because especially this is what happens is that what they've been doing this entire time leading up to the release of the new Pokemon game is that they've been producing the merchandise, and when the game comes out, then they can start selling it. So they what would have to happen is that first of all, the people who would market these products and do all that stuff, they don't have a job.
But
anymore.
I guarantee you that they have a lot more money because they're obviously not putting them into the video games themselves to do whatever the fuck they want with it. So they literally could, let's just say, put it in a warehouse for 8 months to a year, reprint some cards, reprint some figures, and then just have like, okay, this is like a new figure and like a new card set like of like the like representing the old stuff while Game Freak is still getting ready for another game. The problem is that even though we see a problem with that whole is everything okay?
Yeah, you're good. I was just thinking.
Even though we see a problem with what's going on, they will never change because this works for them.
I mean, yeah, because they still make billions of dollars.
And also, it's sad because it's a company. It's not an individual. You know, it's not like something like a content creator or someone who makes something who's like passionate about it. Like for example, like a movie director, like a small movie director, or an album, someone making an album, or someone who makes YouTube videos. They might say, hey, this like video, this movie, this song I'm doing is kind of ambitious, but like it's getting a little too big for the money that was sunk in by the investors or something. So I'll put in some money. Like a YouTuber will spend a shitload of money because they want to do this one video because they were genuinely passionate about like, I don't know, research a video essay, or they just want to do this cool stunt. But like a company's going to spend the least amount of money to make the most. To make the most. They're going to find a way to make it.
Which is what they found with X and Y. They need the least amount of. They use the least amount of stuff in order to.
Well, Game Freak specifically.
But the Pokemon company said, "Oh my god, that works so much better than Gen 5 for us. Let's just keep doing this."
And like, it's like another thing too. Is that when you're a business, any of your decisions has an effect on the entire every employee. Like if I say, "Oh, remember, like I signed you up for marketing these Pokemon cards. You can't do that anymore because we can't put them out." Like, what the fuck is he supposed to do? He just doesn't have a job now, right? So it's like there's a lot of things. Like obviously we just say delay it, but it's like it's not as simple. And yes, they're a company, so they're greedy, whatever. It's true, but also there are other aspects.
The Game Freak
to
is
it.
the most greedy.
Yeah, but like, so there are other aspects, and so I don't fully blame Game Freak because it's like they have a deadline. If they can't they gotta do it, you know. But then doing shit like this is also disgusting. Stuff like having a $30 DLC to a game that isn't finished, that's trash.
It's just a bad business practice.
Right, but like,
unfortunately, it's not biting itself.
Exactly, because like they're still making money, so it's like they have no reason to stop. So it's also part of it is on the consumer, because if they continue to consume regardless of the poor practices, they will continue to do them. You know, like if we didn't outlaw murder would be happening a whole lot more. You know, it's just you have to tell them that it's bad, but
it's just you want me to beat his own tail.
Exactly. Until you prove that, until consumers prove to Game Freak and Pokemon Company and Nintendo that we don't like what you're doing,
unfortunately,
they will continue to do it. But like no one wants to do that.
Did well.
I want to buy Pokemon.
Like granted, like you know, you can also if you want. You can buy it, you know. It's not just because a few people don't like it doesn't mean you can't. You can totally like it, but for the people that don't like it,
for the people who want to see the series get better, it's supporting this is not the way.
But unfortunately, it's kind of how even just video game culture is in general. Just you support the series you love, even if you.
The one doing it is not going to affect it. I do know that there are a lot of people like us that do not like what's going on with Pokemon Company, and it's not just us. Like, you could argue with Sun and Moon that it could really be just us. I know that it has been split 50-50. This is also very split 50-50.
I disagree. I can't. Maybe on the internet, but I think if you take into consideration all people who play Pokemon, like, it's a vocal minority. It is not 50% of all Pokemon players were like, this is garbage. Like, no.
I remember like Miranda and her sister. They knew about the controversy, but it wasn't until like after they started playing that like when all like the Twitter stuff would come out.
Exactly. That's because
there are all these theories and stuff. It's like it's not that they were blinded by
but like it's just not something that usually most people care about.
Yeah, it's
it's a fun Pokemon game. I don't care. You know what I mean? So it's like that's how most people would react to it.
Do you know Miranda actually thought this was a 3DS game? We went to GameStop, we got it. I gave her the bag when we went in the car. She went to look at the case. She goes, "It's on the Switch?"
Yeah. And even her, like, she's the one who already, like, knows about games. There are people who, like, just play, like, you know,
Miranda came home one day and was like, I bought Red Dead Redemption 2. And beat it in 2 weeks.
And if it's like that for her, for people who, like, just barely play video games, just, like, the basic stuff, like, Mario Kart, Pokemon, and like Animal
Crossing. Who come home from work on a Wednesday and like, I'll play this for an hour.
Yeah, so it's like, if you take into all those people in their generation, which you should because they are consumers, then like, there's no way it's 50-50. It's just not a possibility.
I would love to have like some supercomputer be like, what is the baseline? Because I agree with you, Kyle. Like when that first happened, I think it was like the announcement that was, I think it was right down the fucking middle. But that was also back when it was just the internet.
But I also think that was, exactly, because that's only confined to the internet. So
not
of course here
including
but if you compute
the general consumer.
Exactly.
Who does not
and you can't just ignore that.
I guarantee you there are general consumers that really don't like that their favorite mon isn't in the
Listen, I'm sure there are some. I just don't think that there's as many as you might think, is all I'm saying.
Over half the decks wasn't in the game yet.
Yeah, but like most people don't care. There are people who are like hardcore Pokemon fans who didn't care. And if there are people hardcore who didn't care, then there are absolutely plenty of people who.
You mean Pokédrones?
Not even like Pokédrones.
I mean, there was a part of me that when I found out Gengar was in the game, I was like, all right, I don't really. Yeah, I was like, I'm upset, but I don't have to care. I got my favorite Pokemon.
Exactly.
But like, I mean, that sucks.
But but hold on. But that contradicts what we're trying to what you guys are trying to argue here. You said. Once you found out Gengar was in the game, you didn't care. That's what I'm saying.
Well, like, I'm not.
If you found out that Gengar wasn't in the game, you probably would have cared a lot more.
Yeah, well, that's what I was making my point. I was saying, but if he wasn't in the game, I probably would have been upset. But
And like you just don't buy the games anyways.
I mean that's beside the point. But like I still like Pokemon. If they make a good game, I will buy the game. But until they do that,
I'm thankful for this game because now I won't even buy mainline games if I don't have faith in them. Because I used to not buy spin-offs if I didn't.
I mean, that's just how I'll only buy a game if I think it's good and I will like it. Which
Maybe
this
one day.
was not that.
Maybe one day all Pokemon will adopt that belief and it won't happen.
Yeah, but it's like when something's this popular, like people are gonna buy it. Like it
has an anime.
It's
Pokemon. I'm not just a fan of Pokemon. I'm just gonna fucking buy Pokemon. It's just going to do that.
So that's kind of the so yeah, that's like I guess the issue is.
That's the
Is that the few stop buying it, but the many keep buying.
Which they will. I mean, because most people don't know that. Oh, this is like they're doing. They're just like, I don't care. I just want to play Pokemon.
Like they don't understand that
Pikachu.
This game. So. Yeah, they don't understand that. Like, I mean, probably when they hear about it, they're probably just like, really.
Yeah, but then like, and then they go back to.
But at the end of the day, they'll play it and like.
They'll buy the next one.
But the problem is also that most people will play it once and then. There are probably a lot of people that play it once, don't really care to say it on Twitter, and they're just like, God, that sucked.
Yeah, sure. I agree.
There are people like that, and there are people that are just like, you know what, I like playing it, sure.
Yeah, or there are even people who love the game, it's like...
And they also don't say it, and that's also could be the general, like, consensus. I think it's a lot more skewed towards 50-50, because some people are probably just like, wait a minute. I just spent $60 on a game that looks like it's on the 3DS when I played Breath of the Wild, when I played, other things. When there are also people that probably realized about like that, and I think that there are a lot of casual people that did and didn't like it. But I do think that, yeah, maybe it isn't maybe 50-50, but I think it's a lot closer than you guys would think.
I would give it maybe like, I don't know, 70-30 or 80-20, something like that.
My radar's going off. I'm going 65, 35, 60, 40.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm swimming in that lake right now.
I feel comfortable with 70-30. I feel like that's probably enough.
And most people are not going to know about this. Like what I just
like. Did these games sell better than like all the other games?
They're probably going to be the best selling Pokemon games of all time.
Probably.
Ooh, get ready to have this kind of sale.
Let us, I'll look into it, but I think, like, it's, like, the second most now.
Like, behind probably, like, X... No, obviously the original, but, like, yeah, that's true. But those games they've been out for a while, to be
fair. Okay. I wish I could, do it by unit, but... Pokemon Sword and Shield is at 18. It surpassed everything else that isn't Red and Blue.
Oh my God.
Jesus, they're knocking on that door?
My God.
It's because it's on a home console. That's what sold this. We do also have to realize that is something I didn't mention. They could have done whatever they wanted, because this is the first Pokemon game on console. And the thing about console gamers that isn't with portable...
They sit down and play games for...
But you act like the portable people didn't move on to the Switch. Like, of course they did. They're here too. That's why it's selling so well.
I think Game Freak said the reason they made it on the Switch instead of just trying to get it on 3DS was because they were like, it's portable.
Literally, it's literally.
So people were like, so if it was just a home console, you would have tried to make another fucking 3DS game?
Like literally, to me, like the Switch is literally just a portable console that you can also then cast to the screen. That's
like I said, they were
fusion dance the two.
Yeah, like
let's see, they like I said, they were waiting for the Switch to die, so they didn't have to make a game for it, which is why they didn't have their 2017 game come out on the Switch. It's because they wanted it to fail.
I believe that.
I don't.
They were hoping that Nintendo was just going to stick to portable, or they were going to move to mobile. Like, that is what I heard.
I bet they imagined that.
I find that difficult to believe, but.
And I don't, because they care. A lot of their like after seeing what Go could do, they're trying to come up with whatever the hell they can in order to sell stuff. Like, they had Pokemon Masters. They're making Pokemon Unite.
It is pretty funny that they filled up like Times Square once over a Vaporeon. Like,
I don't know.
when you can do that,
Yeah, if that
on
doesn't
a
show the
random night,
yeah, of the strength of their IP, then I don't know.
vehement.
Like, there is a reason Pokemon is the most successful media franchise of all time. There is a reason.
It does shit like
Nothing
that
can
out
do
of
that. Nothing.
nowhere.
It's insane, dude.
The cute and cuddly Mons make it so that way people want to play the games more.
Like, absolutely, dude.
Especially-
Absolutely.
We were talking before, I forgot to bring this up because we sort of started to move on. You mentioned, like, people find, like, passion project.
Yeah. And then
When you know, like as someone who does know this, I'm sorry, again,
No,
I'm interrupting, but,
no, it's okay. I don't mind.
it, like, I know this because I look into the news a bit more.
Right.
A lot of people aren't going to know this, but you know that Game Freak's B team worked on this, right? Not
Yeah,
their
that
A
I
team.
know.
Because their A team worked on Little Town Hero.
Yeah, for whatever reason.
Because-
like, I know they like the idea of making
Because a
other
lot
games.
of the Pokemon money goes to Pokemon Company. Doesn't go to Game Freak.
Yeah, like Pokemon companies.
Which also
And
doesn't
it's
give them an incentive to work on a good game. You
I don't
know that?
No. I'm pretty sure Game still makes a pretty decent amount of money.
Because they sell so well.
I
Of
mean,
course
yeah.
they do.
So it's like I don't see.
It doesn't matter, but a lot of the Pokemon Company.
If anything, like I feel like most of the game sales go to Game Freak. It's the merchandising stuff that maybe they get a portion of, but not a whole lot. But like the game sale, it doesn't even make sense. Why would games like if you could show me a balance sheet of how the money is not going to Game Freak, I would love to see that. But otherwise, I highly doubt. That's not something like that. That just doesn't make sense
But
to me. It
why-
just doesn't square. I don't think
Why
it
else
does.
would you just not make Pokemon? Like just Pokemon?
Because they want to work on other stuff. Like they could love Pokemon and still want to make other stuff.
I mean,
Like,
haven't
they
they
can
come
do
out and
that.
said they like the idea of making other games?
Yeah, they just want to make other games. That's like saying like
No. They've come out and said like they want to make Pokemon. Like they make Pokemon because of how much money it sells, but their passion projects are really.
well, okay, listen.
Yeah, well, that's them admitting they like the idea of non-Pokemon
Yeah.
stuff.
That's like
they
you're
don't
just
have
fitting it in a
to.
way
They don't have
where
to say
it's
we're abandoning Pokemon.
Yeah.
Because we like other stuff. But
No. But what they're saying is they don't like. They're sort of gotten sick of making Pokemon.
Yeah.
but like I don't know.
Well, in the same breath of that interview, they said they like making non-Pokemon stuff, but they can't because Pokemon is so big. That is the same way as saying we like making.
Yeah, like you know,
Pokemon
I'm
stuff.
sure like a lot of creators who have something big on their hands, sometimes they want to just do other stuff. Like I'm sure I wouldn't be surprised if Oda was like, I want to make another different manga like for fun, but I can't because I have to my entire life dedicated to this.
Sakurai.
You know,
and
or
Smash.
Sakura exactly. He has to make Smash Brothers. I'm sure he'd love to make anything that isn't this, but he can't because this is his
Especially
job.
when
He
it's
keep doing.
make Minecraft, Steve.
Right. So it's like, you know, that's just like, of course, I mean, especially after doing it for like 20 plus years, like you're gonna feel the fatigue of doing just this one thing all the time.
Yeah.
Especially when they've been doing it year after year. It makes sense. You know?
I
I just don't think it's fair to say Game Freak is as evil as they are. Yes, again, they're not innocent, but
they're not evil. They're just stupid.
like they're because they're already in a shitty situation, and it's like, you
They
know,
don't always help themselves.
Like the thing that Game
Like,
Freak.
what would you do in this situation that like you could feasibly do economically? Like not what you would want to do, like what you actually can do.
The only thing I could think of is just, unfortunately, just damn my whole I want to make other Pokemon games, get the A and B team, just turn them into one team and go, make the fucking games.
But it's like even from like their perspective, it's like you really want to do something and you know that you can get away with it while making it maybe not as good as it possibly could be. Why would you not pour your heart into the passion project and be like, they can just happen? Because you'll make a bunch of money. Like it's just from a logical standpoint, it doesn't make sense.
I think
It's just-
that
You know, like, what Pokemon Company does make sense from their perspective. From our perspective, it fucking sucks. From their perspective, it makes a whole lot of sense. No.
looking at it from a business perspective, eventually it's going to end up like Call of Duty.
I mean, sure, when Pokemon gets there, then, like, maybe, but it's
In
fucking
20
Pokemon.
Granted, that could happen in 20 years because it's fucking Pokemon.
If even now, it's fucking Pokemon.
But I think eventually it will happen. I'm gonna end off with I sort of made a promise to myself where I'm gonna give Generation 9 a chance. This time I know for a fact I'm not really gonna be spoiled unless, like, you know.
I was not expecting that, I'm gonna be honest.
What?
You just say that?
Optimism.
Yeah, I thought you were just gonna be like, I'm never buying a Pokemon game again or something. Not that extreme, but you know what I mean.
No, and then after that I will make my decision. I'm gonna watch the first trailer.
Cool.
I'm gonna not watch anything at all. I will probably... I know pretty much now that I could get away with it. I think before I was kind of kidding myself because I was enraptured with a Pokemon-esque community, whereas now I'm sort of not there anymore, and now I'm like, I kind of want to just, deal with my real life stuff instead of deal with other people's online bullshit, so...
Hell yeah.
So,
you've
it's...
detached yourself.
So, yeah, like, I know I personally won't get spoiled because I'm not gonna really ever be in there. So, it's like... So now I can sort of really make that promise to myself. There are a couple of things, I think, over the past couple of months or so that I've told myself, if X happens, then Y I'm gonna make mandatory. So...
Right.
This was one of them. There is another one that I don't want to say. But this is pretty much... I'm gonna give it one last chance. I'm really not gonna view anything, and I will kill everybody who shows me it, like, at that point.
I'm gonna show you Pikachu's model.
Yeah,
I
me too.
hate... Well, actually, I don't mind that, because if it's like, oh my god, Pikachu looks like he's in 4K.
It's Ryan Reynolds.
If we got instead
Bro,
of
4K Pikachu.
What?
4K Pikachu?
4K Pikachu. Love Pikachu.
We got
I love
4K Pikachu.
I love him.
And the only other thing I want to bring up is it's a sin to look at this and you see... is it off? Really? I hate you.
Dude, even blurry Pikachu is so perfect.
I know,
Look at how
he's so
happy he
happy.
is. He's so happy.
Look
Or you
at
put the
him.
birthday hat on him and
Oh my
Smash.
god. Oh, that shit's powerful.
Anyways, I just want to point this out.
Look at how happy he looks. Megas.
Megas.
God.
God, literal God.
New forms.
Pikachu.
Pikachu. The
Love
the
you.
ugly fish.
The
Yeah,
ugly fish.
why did they put that on the title screen? I know it's the debug thing, but why?
You know what this title screen looks like? It looks like, you know the Wii game, the Pokemon Wii game, Battle Coliseum?
Yeah, or Battle Revolution?
Battle Revolution.
Also-
it looks like that.
Yeah, it kinda
Also,
does.
hot
you're
take.
right.
I like this logo over our logo that
Yeah, the
we
logo
got.
looks sick.
So
I was
yeah,
actually
that's
thinking that as well.
pretty-
Isn't this
nice.
a better logo
What's that?
than what we've
I want
got?
to see the Shield version of this. Shit.
It's probably the same thing with just the shield, to be honest.
Yeah, but like I want to see because like it's like a different sword design.
That's true.
Because I would like
Oh,
want to
true,
see
true.
how they like would redesign the
I
shield
didn't
rather
realize
than
that.
like
Yeah.
a wolf on top of a normal
true,
shaped
true.
shield. Because
Yeah.
that's not granted. It's got the basic idea of a sword, but it's like short. It's got those cool holes.
Right,
It's
right.
chipped.
It's probably like the artifact thing that like the weird guys have. I don't know.
But the thing is like, if you are someone who argues for Pokemon and you're just like, no, they didn't do this or no, they didn't do that because that's what they told us. This is sort of proof that you're wrong and you should get your facts straight. It is great to like a game. It's not great to blindly accept it. Because at the end of the day, I think that everybody who says that this is... Because I think these are good games. I just don't think they're good... I don't know how to put it. I think they're good games if you put them in isolation without any other game taking away from it. But when you put it with everything else, they're okay. Their story's ass.
I think like if you
I
weren't a
think Pokemon
Pokemon
games-
fan and
this
you
one's
didn't
special.
know like anything about the old games and this literally isolated from all Pokemon knowledge, I think this game would be more than serviceable for people.
Yeah,
and I think
I
that's
agree.
true of any Pokemon game.
Mhm.
Is that if you said, well, you don't know shit about anything and you jump in at Ruby and Sapphire, you'd probably think those were amazing. And I'd argue, like, say, just for argument's sake, I think every single game in the mainline Pokemon series, Gen 1 through 8, maybe not Sun and Moon, because I hate that one. 1 through 6 and 8.
Yeah, well.
We're going to exclude 7 because it wanted to be different enough, so we're going to pretend it doesn't exist. I think if the series started there, it would have eventually led them to the moment they are right now. Because I think they're all good enough to carry their own weight, because the idea of catching Pokemon would have sold itself. But unfortunately, as years go on, you play essentially the same game over and over again. It's redesigned, it's retweaked, new mechanics, new Pokemon. And then, that can bring you to some high highs like Platinum, like Gen 4 and 5, or some low lows. But, I don't know, I just feel like this was kind of always going to happen to Pokemon.
And, the thing, too, is that, people like to say that, and this is coming from someone who does love all the games, especially everything from Gen 5 and prior, that, none of those games are, all that amazing, but people pretend they're, just incredible. And I get it, you grew up with them, you love them, I love them too, but, we can't pretend that, all the problems this game has started here. They've gotten a lot worse.
But unfortunately, this one had new problems.
I don't think they started when we were kids. I think they started when we were in high school.
But I feel like a lot of the things, stuff because Pokemon, for example, Game Freak's always been money grubby because they've always made 2 versions. If you're telling me that is objectively taking your money for no reason.
No. Okay,
so
I get that. I do.
And they've always had stagnant game design. They've always had these things. None of those things are new. It's just that this one was one that more people don't like.
I can say, however, I guess with that point being made, I can say, however, there are more and more people starting to realize that.
Right. That's just kind of all it is.
Which is a slow build to the Call of Duty thing.
Right, but it's not fair to say that for Sword and Shield that they're just really bad. We're a lot of these problems are present throughout the series.
But this one has other things.
It's just that we're realizing it now. Plus, some of them they're even more noticeable to us. But to someone not in our position, they're is equally as inoffensive as when back in Generation 3 or 2 or 4 or whatever.
There were people during Generation 7 that did. I remember there was a YouTuber. He was very big, he probably is still big. Shady Penguin. He expressed his opinions about Sun and Moon, and he didn't like them at all. I think he stopped playing after a while because he didn't really like it. I remember that. I'm am I not alone? And I remember going to you for 7th Gen, and I had this bad omen. I remember we walked home, and I don't know what it is about these games. I'm not looking forward to them. And you said, no, they're gonna be great. And
because I wanted them to be good.
And you did. And I'm not saying, oh, I told you so, but
you told me so.
No, I had just we got that game. And I think people started noticing it during then. I think it going in the 3D first. Not as many people were going to notice it. Then you go in the 3D, people see this problem. Now we're in 8th Gen. People wanted to buy a home console Pokemon because they wanted to believe. And,
which is unfortunate because I think Gen 7's story is actually on par with Gen 4 and 5.
I agree.
I think it is a very good story.
I
just don't like the way they structured the gameplay.
Yeah,
getting rid of the gyms it kind of didn't leave a big moment for my moment-to-moment gameplay of fighting Pokemon, go fight this gym. Because whenever I go to Saffron City, I know the fighting dojo and the Saffron Tower are all in service to fighting the gym leader. But then it was do all that to do this, essential mini-game that just ended in a fight. It's just, I don't know, it just didn't have the weight to it.
You know what's another thing, too, is that, people want a more, story-driven, more story-intensive Pokemon game, but then,
if you want that, play the fan games or ROM apps.
Right, no. But, what happens is that what comes with that is more dialogue. But what's one of the biggest issues with Gen 7? Too much fucking dialogue. People don't shut the fuck up in that game.
No.
I just want to play Pokemon. I don't want to listen to you talk.
I would really appreciate it if they treated instead of you talking to like I think this would be the biggest quality of life change. Like when you are talking to someone important, it counts as a cutscene. So you're allowed to skip that cutscene whenever. Like you hold a button, like most games, and that happens. Or they did add a skip cutscene thing, but when you have 3 cutscenes, what does that help?
I mean, it's at least faster than watching them.
And that's sort of, I don't know. I don't know how to end this off. I mean, we talk about Pokemon a lot.
I feel like that is our perfect sequitur.
Because I was like, okay, we're gonna end this in like 20 minutes. Like we're gonna end this 20 minutes earlier than we did, and cool. I just want to say, is this gonna be the last time we talk about Pokemon like this? No.
Pokemon.
So long as we exist.
It's not going to be the next video, obviously. It might be a few Arenacast from now, but I do have an idea.
I feel like if we can, we'll figure it out.
I think we can all say, maybe this is how we ended off. I think we all still love Pokemon. Like I think that's.
I feel like the only reason we're this passionate about it is because we love it.
Exactly.
If we didn't love it, we'd be like,
we wouldn't be talking.
I didn't
about
like
this.
Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
So anyway, and then talk about something else.
All the other
but we just spent like an hour talking about it. We are very clearly avid fans.
Yeah.
Just not in a gaping mouth open, just bought the new Pokemon game.
Yeah. Also, I guess I just want to add this real quick. Is like, the reason. Okay, well, obviously, we had differing opinions or whatever, but I also think it makes it more interesting to have people who don't agree on the stuff. Otherwise, it's just yes, exactly, yes, correct.
Yes, man, circle.
And then it just ends. Yeah, I'm just like.
No, we were having a good conversation.
But I do actually believe in like that. Like, I'm not just saying, but just wanted to make sure, whatever. Anyway, just back to you.
I thought it was a really good back and forth. It's one of the reasons, like, whenever Brandon is a part of the ones that are about gaming, I really like having his input in it. Because he is not, like, as into gaming as the rest of us are. Even Nicole Che. Because he's sort of stemmed out because he really focuses on school.
And don't have as much skin in the game.
Mm-hmm. As like we would.
Yeah.
And so he gives a differing opinion. He agrees with us because he knows what we go through.
Right.
But Brandon, on the other hand, like, he goes in and he's just like, but I played Trails and I know better.
Yeah.
At this point, he has Sword, I believe. I think he has Pokemon.
I have no clue.
The thing, I'm just gonna preference, we will come back to this, hopefully not for, like, a 2-hour video.
Right.
Because I have an idea for what I would like to do.
This could have been its own video, this whole Pokemon thing.
Don't forget, this was the news.
Right, that's right.
Well, this is the news still. We were talking about...
all the stuff we were talking
turned it into a discussion.
About just Pokemon in general.
You know what happened? We did Fox News and then Fox News Corner.
Yeah.
We did our own little roundtable discussion.
Yeah. And I thought, I think it's good to express opinions. I think that it's good if you have a positive thing, and I think that the people that really do like Sword and Shield and its DLC, and I think DLC is a good thing when a game is finished, and when you're not doing it to shill out just Pokemon.
Wasn't there like a Call of Duty game that like had like a mode or like a room in the game, but like you just couldn't go in it or something, and then they sold it back to you? Remember that being like a big deal like 6 years ago or something? A long time ago.
I forget.
That was probably the start of the end for them.
Yeah. That's
like,
kind of reminding
Pokemon will eventually have their start of the end if they haven't already. I think that's Sun and Moon. I think people are starting to realize...
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. They released Infinite Warfare.
Yes.
And if you pre-ordered it, you got the remaster of Modern Warfare.
Yep.
But you could only get it if you pre-ordered it. And Infinite Warfare is the worst rated Call of Duty. It was the #1
it's why they went back
disliked YouTube video.
It is why they went back to World War II.
Oh, sorry, gaming video.
Yeah, and then like Black Ops 4.
Black Ops.
Yeah.
Black Ops 4, Black Ops Cold War, and Modern Warfare. They've rebooted both of their games.
Yeah.
Pokemon, I don't know.
They need their Infinite Warfare.
And I'll explain to you guys what the video is going to be about. Like, I don't want to say it here about Pokemon because we might do a video similar to that at some point. Similar to that. soon. I don't know. But yeah, this is it. I don't have anything to say. We kind of expressed like how we feel.
Exhausted, basically.
I have told. Wow, I said that it was gonna be shorter,
It's 2.5
but we talked
hours.
about Pokemon.
That's the only
I
reason
feel like it was
swear,
an
dude.
hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah,
before
that's
Pokemon.
the real. Yeah, it's the real.
Kyle, I assure you, Pokemon's in the discussion. It's 2 hours.
Yeah, this is what happens.
Grab your popcorn, folks. I should have
I'll
said this
admit
in the
half of
beginning.
it's my fault, but like still.
But no, that it had to be said. This is GameArena. You should just become a Pokemon channel at this point.
Just give it.
I was.
Give it.
Eat the.
Give it. We'll go back.
Eat the fruit.
No.
Eat the fruit once again.
Smoke the
Last time it
cigarette,
was an
Kyle.
apple,
and
now
that's
it's an
cool.
orange. It's a different fruit, but same outcome.
No, that
The forbidden star fruit, the forbidden pow pow fruit.
Pow
You want
That's
to go
lame.
into another cursed realm.
I don't think this channel could actually handle another change.
I think it can handle
Not
a
a Poke-
Pokemon influx. I think so. I have confidence in its viewers to not
Oh,
smash
God.
their heads over a desk.
Cause I'm gonna be real, Chief. I don't know. I think we'd
Yeah,
all
I
just be
couldn't either.
super bored.
I couldn't.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like the reason the discussions are 2 hours is that like we'll go a week or sometimes even 2 without hanging and it just festers. Like I think we're all born with this innate desire to talk about it.
Well, I think it's that, but I think it also just helps that we have differing opinions
Yeah.
on
And then
the topic. Otherwise, we could not do.
and then it just so happens that it all comes out. If we hung out and only talked about this thing, but we hang out for like 10 hours pretty much every time. Imagine for 7 of them, we only talk about Pokemon. We would run out of things to say. For if our friend group
Very
lived
quickly.
and died by Pokemon,
Oh my
we would have
God.
stopped hanging out in high school.
Right.
Luckily, it doesn't because it runs off of our friendship, so it's gonna go for a long fucking time.
I don't know, man. I think it runs off of us kind of wanting to torture each other until someone gives up.
I think it's there. I think part of that is there.
Well, look, I also think it's just fun to debate. So
Debating is very fun.
it's just fun.
Like I think that it was really good that we didn't have like. Wow, this video's running too long.
Yeah.
I think it was really. I just want to say, I think it was really good that we differ in the opinion of. Like, I think that it's pretty much even when it comes to. Like it not like hate, but I think there's like a dislike of the 3D games, and I think it's even. But Jack thinks, oh, it's a little more skewed towards whatever, a little more skewed towards no, people like it, and you're skewed even further than that.
Yeah, a bit more, but yeah.
And
Like, I just wanted to drive home the fact that Game Freak isn't the only thing. Pokemon, there's more. It's a lot more complex.
A
than
lot of
just
cogs
give
in that
Pokemon more, give Game Freak more time and call it a fucking day. Like it's a lot more complicated. Than that. It isn't that simple. This is just all I
it
really
needs
wanted
to like.
you know.
It would be easier if you didn't have to mass produce everything to be released on that day.
Yeah, but we don't.
Which actually, for the most part, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, well, I know it's not obviously.
It's
that
normally
day,
like a
but,
couple of months like after. So
Yeah, because but, they've been doing it all for that time period, so that's why.
that's true.
Yes.
I would love to listen to these to fall asleep to because it's like 2.5 hours. Like it can lull it, but it wouldn't lull me to sleep because then I'd get fired up and I'd be like, and another thing about that, I'd call you guys and be like, I have hot information. And by
Yeah.
hot information, I mean a new opinion.
It's just like
I
it's never that simple. Is all it is.
But it's fun to
It's fun.
dissect.
Yeah.
I think for a
videos.
while I just don't want to talk about Pokemon.
I feel like this is a new staple. Not only are we the masters of tangents, but we are the masters of getting that tangent to Pokemon.
Somehow. We
We will get there.
It's not like dumb. I don't think any of us are that obsessed with Pokemon or anything. It's
No,
just, it
not
happens.
really. I don't
It's
play it
just
every
fucking
day.
Pokemon. I haven't bought a Pokemon game ever.
Do you wanna know
I did it once.
Do you want to know the last time
Hey.
I played a Pokemon game?
But
Leaf Green.
That's
When
Yeah.
4 months ago.
so.
I did a replay of like Soul Silver. I've been.
So I haven't even played Crown Tundra, if that tells you guys anything. But I'm gonna be honest. I really like, not Sword and
Sword and Shield.
I
favorite
really-
Pokemon game.
No,
Could
I
you
really
imagine
like
all
the
that
older-
love this game.
I
He's like, yeah, but I mean, I love this game.
Actually, I've really liked. I guess just to end it off on Pokemon, I really like what is it? Pokemon. I like doing randomizers. I like doing Nuzlocks. I'm actually really getting into Nuzlocks. So I've been doing, like, that. And, like, I have a challenge for myself. Like, it's... You have to beat every single generation of Pokemon randomized in a row. And, like, that also includes Black, White, Black, White 2.
Mm-hmm.
And, I guess up until Sun and Moon. Not Ultra Sun and Moon, because I don't really know how to do that on emulator without the motion controls.
Right.
But, and I wouldn't have included them anyways.
Gyroscope.
For what?
Surfing.
Yep. And
like, the Ultra Space, I almost said the Cyberspace.
And, like, so...
Did not know that.
And so, like, you know, that's what I've been doing, like, somewhat on my free time.
You have to use your super game.
Cause, like, I like the difficult, like... There are certain things, like Trails of Cold Steel, where I'm just, like... I'm ass... Hold on. Yeah. I'm ass at this game, and I may never get better at it. and so I'm just, like, the weakened enemies thing is ace for me. However, with Pokemon, it's like... I need something to challenge me, so I'm gonna do this.
Yeah. That would probably be the only way you could make Pokemon genuinely difficult. Because stuff like increasing levels, I just have to grind more. That's not harder, that's just more tedious.
Making the AIs harder.
Yeah, that's like the only way. Because, like, yeah. Just having lower level Pokemon
like type
makes it less fun.
Alone would significantly
Gen 4,
bump the
baby.
curve.
I'm saying, they did the best, bro. They were so
Giving
good.
Dragon types fucking Ice Fang and shit.
Like you just don't see that. I've played the game, I'm like, what?
Can I, let me end the video so we could actually... Because I do have something I want to talk about, because I feel like...
End this video.
Because there's so much that we could talk about that we could talk about, because it's sort of the next... Not the next video topic, but the next Pokemon video topic that. So I just want to end it off with...
Yes.
Like, comment, subscribe, bye.